Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wonderland 6. Slightly delayed start, but we are ready to go, ready to get underway. I will set you up with the two greatest commentators that are currently in Scrubs, so that is Blue Roses and 7D. Are you guys okay?
I'm doing well. How are you, Seven?
I'm excited. I'm very excited. Each one of these Winter Wonderlands has been spicy, and I'm looking forward to some very, very cool chains of events, if you will.
We will see. And I think change is a beautiful pun to everything that's going on because let's take a look at the settings. We have scrub space as usual. Well, it's Winter Wonderland, nothing is the usual, but it is scrub space with required only, which means that only items and locations that are actually required to beat the game are guaranteed to be reachable. You can be locked out of dungeons. This is probably new to most people who've played only scrubs, so that'll be spicy. We have a
Yeah, it'll be
6 medallion bridge and an 8 reward Ganon's boss key, so that'll be different. No pre-completed today.
yeah. We need a lot of things to access Ganon's, um,
Mm-hmm.
and that also brings me to the fact that speaking of Ganon's, Ganon's is Ganon's, which is an interesting thing to note in these settings,
Mm-hmm.
because everything else is random. So
Right. We have
can't wait to
random
walk
dungeon
in somewhere.
entrances, boss doors, and a full boss shuffle, which means we could be required to beat Phantom Ganon with a slingshot.
Yes, so many different possibilities that you never get to see or think about might
Mm-hmm.
come up here. So yeah, these are really cool settings. Honestly, I want these settings to be able to replay this type of seed. This is mm, just the idea of these alone is just really cool. Looks like our runners are getting set up here.
They definitely are. We have Skyrus and Reset Button Masher on Restream today, and we're starting off with a Forest Medallion, so we do get an extra song.
Yeah, it's nice that we only have one reward, and it's kind of the reward that we want. It's really the one reward that we want. There could have been so many things, maybe
Mm-hmm.
one on the way to OT or Burning Cack, but yeah, we just get a song. Like that's great. We love that.
And we're off. Let's see where our spawn is. Ooh, spicy. That's the tent in Gerudo Valley. So we have Sphere Zero GTG access.
You'll love to see this. This is such a cool spawn. And then you're also thinking about like, well, I guess I could cross the desert too, maybe. Like, that's out of logic. Well, we got to find the items permitting first, but
I mean, it is
what?
required only, so we have to keep in mind that it might not ever, really be in logic. We need to think about that.
True. Exactly. Yeah, because it's required, we need to really pay attention more to logic than we really normally would in a scrub setting.
Hmm. And we know GTG is, of course, here, but we do have randomized dungeon entrances, so anything could await us behind the guard.
Yeah, pay $10 to enter a random dungeon. Don't mind if I do.
What would you like to see here first?
Great question. Well, I'm always a fan of the Spirit Temple. Spirit Temple is my favorite temple. So, um, and Spirit Temple is spicy in randomizers because you get the access to the Spirit Temple, and then if you key logic permitting all the way you get to go to the top, you can jump from the hand and enter Spirit Temple, which gives you an access to a whole nother entrance. So I love seeing
True, but
Spirit
we
Temple
don't
in the
really
rainbow.
have child access to GTG, and
True.
unless we spawn here for some reason, and adult needs strength 2 to go anywhere in spirit, so that would
Okay.
immediately lock us out for now.
Good point. Good point.
It is Deku Tree.
Ooh.
We don't have a shield because none of the runners has been anywhere, and we don't start off with the shield in these settings, but we do have a few checks that we can do in here.
Yeah, kind of weird
And
to think about. You don't have a shield, and there's no shop anywhere nearby.
And choose in the first chest.
That's
That could
so
be big.
huge. That is so
Uh-huh.
huge. Wonder how many is in there.
I don't
Because,
know.
yeah, you really 10 pack. Okay, that is like the most beautiful amount to save scum. 10, like, if you really think about it, you can save scum a pack of 10 chews and hit almost every bombable check in the game. You know,
Yeah,
unless
you
you
like
just, unless
20
you need
because
like
it's nice and comfortable, but
true.
10 is pretty good already.
Yeah, 20, you're set for life. Don't have to think about it.
I don't know
But
about set for life. I still appreciate a bomb bag. Thank you very much.
yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. I want my grass to drop my bombs.
Yes, please. And bomb chews are not in logic in these settings, so technically nothing that we do with chews is intended.
And that's
Oh,
quite
and look at
interesting.
that.
Reset side, we get a Din's Fire
So
on the
because we
prelude.
start off with 2 songs in these settings, one of the song locations is an item location. And as Velvet says, that song is pretty fire because instead of a song, we got Din's Fire, which is huge.
Din's Fire. I love that. It's kind of weird to think about. Like, oh great, I got prelude. I wonder what song I'm getting. Oh, it's it's Din's Fire. Okay, well,
And
that's
that was
interesting.
Zora's Domain and Zora's Fountain Foolish. I missed the third one, unfortunately. Gerudo Fortress. Ooh. No HBA today. Very nice.
We love that.
Sky is not sure what he's doing right here, but decides to leave Deku as well.
Yeah,
That
I mean, you
looks
can't
like he
do the
might be
entirety,
yours.
so it is probably smart to just cut your losses and go ahead and leave.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks
Velvet
like
says he was peeking the B1 chest. I don't even know, didn't even know that was possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, neither did I. I was quite confused at what he was doing too. And yeah, I think this is quite smart from Sky. Even though you have no idea what your logic is to cross the wasteland, this is still a song, and it's still information. You can see what's on the other side, or what's in spirit. Well, interesting setup. from
Yeah,
Sky
but
here.
if you get an early Requiem, that might be a minute of time loss.
That's true, because crossing this is pretty long. Meanwhile, Reset is in CAC doing check upon check and getting hints. So, yeah, could that is
Ace
true. It
has
could
Sun
that
Song.
could add up. We do love Sun Song. It's not very useful for checks or anything, but
I mean, there is Sunsong Grave. Graveyard isn't foolish.
that is true. Sun Song
So-
Grave is a check, but it's more
As
useful
much
for
as you
routing than
might
anything
want to
else.
skip the song in Ice if you know it's not that helpful,
True.
it's still one check.
Yeah, in a case where Graveyard was hinted, I guess you could never truly skip the Sun Song in that case. But most of the time, you're like, that's one thing, right? Like, I don't need that, right? Maybe you do. I don't know. I would probably still want it, though, because Sun Song's amazing for routing.
Sunsong
it's
is
a war
nice,
song.
yeah.
You like, do everything in Lost Wood, Sun Song back to the beginning, like, ooh, chef's kiss.
And someone has pretty strong feeling about Sunsong Grave in chat.
Fair enough, baseball. And was that both skulls being dead on Reset side?
I do believe that was what it was, yes.
Woohoo! We love that.
So, Sunsong getting a little less important.
True.
Because if you have to route in 30 skulls, as a scrub, you definitely want.
Yeah, you definitely need it. It's not a want.
And another chew pack.
Unless you like waiting in, every area forever. Then
Yeah.
you definitely need that.
Very true, very true. And
Peeking the hand.
that's a big chest or a boss key chest on the hand. I couldn't really tell.
It looked kind of blue. I'm
Yeah,
not
it
sure.
kind of did, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a blue chest. But yeah, I only saw it for a split second. Ooh, ZL.
ZL.
Wait, that's gonna pan out really well for Sky.
That could be huge, yeah.
What were those sword slashes being like? Oh yeah, baby, I got it.
I don't know.
Slashing like quick little like sword slash dance.
I like that he immediately thinks of the Desert Colossus Fairy. I'm not sure I would have been that quick on the uptake.
Yeah, I mean, you are here already, so it makes sense to do this now. You don't have
Yeah.
Requiem, so yeah, this was a good choice.
Amazing idea. I just don't think I would have remembered it.
Yeah, you immediately be thinking about all the other things you can do with ZL. Like, oh, I have a song. Like, let me go get my song real quick. Yeah, this is not in the forefront of your mind. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out, but that was a really smart reset. God, did he? Wait, did he save? I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
I think so.
I'm gonna pretend and hope that he saved.
Shout out to the
ZL.
one scrub
Pretty good.
squall where you rush ice for Sun Song and it gets hinted at Mweep Man. You get your boomerang super early from Sunscrave and win big. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Shout outs to Rushing Ice.
Lumberjones, that's really not a question that we can just answer out of the blue because it is rando. Every seed is different. But I think if your quote-unquote worst seeds are around the 4-hour mark or better, that is a pretty good indicator that you could at least be somewhere in the lower brackets of scrubs. Yes, seeds this year get ranged from 2 to 4 hours.
Sometimes you just have a crazy seed that lasts 5 hours, and then sometimes it's a baby seed and everything gets handed to you. So
Yeah, it's very hard to given time for every seed.
yeah, it's quite rando is a quite difficult thing to track your progression, and comparatively to like a speed run per se, where you're doing the same thing every time. And this you're doing some of the same things every time, but you're using the information differently every rando. So
And Reset unfortunately missed the jump between the door and Dampe, so he had to reset, but was able to check the waterfall, so that's nice.
that's one additional check. Looks like Sky was maybe having a think. Maybe about to save warp, but decided against it. Has Sky checked the hints in Lake?
I don't think so because he just reset, so...
Right, yeah. So yeah, now
Mark
we're...
to Bongo Bongo.
Well, that's quite spicy. We hope it's not Big Po. Because that, takes forever and has a bunch of items. But, you hope it's just on, Richard or, Child Shooting. That'd be great. Like the fastest things to market. Speaking of which, Reset doing one of those things right now.
The scrap seasons that I've seen have started in August, September, so yeah, by the time the next season will run around, just keep playing, you'll be great.
Yeah, I picked this up only about 3 months ago now, and I've learned so much in a short period of time. You just keep getting better as you play. Don't necessarily get tied up on how fast or how slow you're, doing things in the beginning, because you'll just keep learning, and it'll be more fun that way in the long run.
And yes, join the Discord and ask any questions. It really helps to talk about people and maybe raise them, even if they're much better than you and absolutely smoke you. It helps so much to talk about the logic of the seeds and what you can do with
It
others.
absolutely does. Absolutely does. Yes, particularly with players that are better than you, because they can tell you things that you wouldn't know, and you can learn so much quicker from somebody that is better than you. So Yeah, it's a great place to learn, and everyone in there is amazing.
And Risa just checked his child spawn. It is the back of Lon Lon
You
Ranch.
gotta love it. You've
That
gotta
is like
love it.
the worst child spawn ever.
Because this is where everybody wants to check their child spawn. Like, nobody wants to walk from Lon Lon. But, there you go.
And we get a vanilla heart piece. I mean, what else could we see? Wait, no,
Shout out
you
to
meant the
Vanilla.
song. That's what you meant. It's Eponas and Eponas. Ah, okay.
Vanilla's everywhere, actually. We're about to
Skullmask
get a
is
bottle
dead.
from Talon too? Like, what's going on? Ooh, spicy hammer.
That's a hammer. That could
That's
be
a
huge.
Sphere Zero hammer. Hello.
It definitely is. Hello, Open Grotto. I feel like this always has something. Open Grotto, I really like you.
It's so true. I swear, either in the Valley Loop, the crate is the item I needed, or at the very end of the Valley Loop, when I walk out into Hyrule Field, the open grotto has like my most important item in the seed. It's like one of the two. It's like every other time.
But Risa does have 20 bomb shoes now. He can go a long way with those.
Wait, this is a second. What in the heck?
Ooh, light arrows. We'll need those eventually.
Okay, so we got a hammer, and then immediately got the means to check this next this next grotto with the hammer, in logic, and then we get the light arrows from it. That's pretty good. Thanks, Hyrule Field.
Yeah, it's been paying out so far.
We love Hyrule Field. Hyrule Field's
Here we
great
see a
because
reset of the a repeat of the hints.
yeah, Hyrule's already great because it just gives you a bunch of hits. But you love it even more when it gives you items too.
True, true.
Are we gonna see Sky get this? Yeah, it looks like it. The skull. Oh no, just for time of day. I see.
Okay, okay.
Very pretty smart. Pretty smart.
I'm kind of wondering what he needs time of day for of night though right now.
Probably just thinking about skull routing, maybe.
Rush ice could be. We did just get a bottle with a big Poe in Mido's house. That can be in logic for turning in big Poes. As most or if you play Scrubs, you should know that the bottle ingredients are randomized and they're usually not in logic except when you get a big Poe. Because you cannot drink the big Poe or dump them out. So they can be in logic.
Item that stays in your inventory unless you turn it in.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that the logic expects you to do something very dumb with your items. Use the keys in the wrong order. Use your blue fire on, nothing. It's quite nice in that sense.
And yes, I agree, Jenny. This is 100% Sky rushing ice. We
Yeah,
know
not a
it's
bad
out of
play.
logic. We haven't found Ruder's letter, but he doesn't seem to care. I didn't know there was a fiver in here.
Sunsong is kind of invaluable. So,
But we don't know if ice is an ice. You have to remember that. Everything is
exactly.
Ooh, magic.
The
If
one
the
thing
game
that
didn't expect you to use your keys in the worst way possible, toilet would be required every other seat. Yes, I agree.
Oh, so true. God, so true.
And Boomerang Chest is dead. Gotta love that hint.
I'm not gonna be receiving a Jabu is on the path to Baronade hint today. I guess that's a little unfortunate.
And thank you, Velvet, for supplying us with the rule set.
What was that? Water Temple River has a small key. Did I
Yes.
read that right?
Yes.
Okay.
River chest.
Yep. Well, we love not seeing boss key there.
True.
I always
true.
get kind of scared when I see river and I see a key, and I'm like, no, don't be my boss key. Don't make me be Dark Link.
I
Don't
mean,
punish
you could
me for
still
picking up
be
every heart in the game, please.
you could still be beating Dark Link. You don't know that. There's still the long shot chest.
Yeah, true.
Was that the Kakiri sword?
I think it was. Yeah. Hey, you know Saria. Here, you probably need this. Here's your sword.
Oh,
Okay. Hey, thanks.
all right then. We can go check Deku.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, and we're right here too. Was that
mhm.
Final Frogs was a piece of heart?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the Deku entrance, yes.
Well, yes. We can see what's in there.
We already know where Deku Tree actually is. It is in GTG. At least parts of it. This is really confusing.
Yes, it
And
is.
thank you
Dungeon
for the
entrance
rush
rando.
ice.
Dungeon entrance rando definitely can mess with your head a little bit. Oh, we're gonna see a shieldless, probably with a nut setup. Yeah, very nicely done by Sky. And we just have to make sure we look at the right pixel here. Oh no, a little bit to the left. I gave him commentator's curse. I'm sorry, guys. I'll shut up now.
Yes, don't curse it.
I'm gonna let Sky do his thing.
Yeah, he's got this. I mean, doing this all shieldless is a little trickier than doing the normal setup with shield turns and holding shield, but very nice second try.
Also, really liked that last nut setup broke the sign in the background.
Yeah,
That was pretty great.
yeah, the nut tends to do that.
Just a quick little screw you sign. Right before I do KZ skip.
Okay,
And
Hyrule
both
Castle and
fairies are
OGC
dead.
dead.
Love that.
Mhm.
Rupees from the ladies. Don't need strength 3 from our hint just yet.
Yes,
that's always kind
that
of
is
like
a
a...
convenient
Huh.
place for the slingshot.
Yeah, a lot of convenient places for a lot of things, except this Jabu.
Guy is not happy about seeing Jabu here. He's not at all happy.
Yep, that is exactly how I feel like anyone would feel the moment they see Jabu and they're adult and they have nothing.
And
They're like,
Stingers is hinted dead, so that would be the only check we could do
the
in
one
logic
thing you
here.
can do, right?
hmm
So,
So, yeah.
actually insane.
I mean, it does give Sky information that he never has to come back here.
True.
Better than,
Oh.
like,
Reset
having
in
to...
an interesting predicament. Reset has got no money.
Oh.
So, hope that doesn't come into play at any point. Hopefully he'll just get some money soon.
Sure, it'll be right here.
Yeah, it's $100. It's like right here, right? That's a junk chest. He's gonna take that, right?
Rage.
He's not gonna take that. Nope.
Nope, he's not even looking at it. But these grass patches in SFM, if you know where, they do have rupees as well.
That's true. There are 10 in the maze, and then I think as well there's green rupees as well. But so maybe like 15 or so in the maze. Maybe like 13.
Yeah. Not a lot, but at least something. There's the first 5.
Yeah, there's enough to maybe get like
Well,
another.
Sky isn't having
scrub.
money problems, that's for sure.
Yeah, you gotta love that purple right there. Especially like, let's say they bought their shield first and then did that. Oh man, that'd feel awesome. But that's okay. Now they can buy the shield.
There is Requiem on Saria's check, so Reset will be able to just Requiem and check the dungeon.
Uh-huh. So that was our ZL access.
I mean, he has already been graveyard, so for the song in graveyard, it is a little late.
True.
Royal Tomb has a huge rupee, and Shoot the Sun has a huge rupee. Okay, we know where 2 huge rupees are. Very nice.
Yeah, I guess we won't really care about money much in this seed, even though. Reset.
I mean, he could go and get that huge rupee in Royal Tomb out of logic.
True. True.
If he really needed money right now. But
He
first, we'll
almost
check
has the
Deku Tree.
means.
I'm poor. Hints don't say, hey, there's huge money here and there. Yes.
I mean, they're just looking out for you.
I mean, the Shoot the Sun money is very inaccessible for us right now. There's like a million things we need, basically, but sure, I mean, everything else works.
Yeah, just go get your long shot.
And
Just go get
Kuko's
2
not
hook shots,
dead.
no problem. I wonder what are the hints behind here. So we got a Cuckoos and Pause Champ. The slowest hint ever.
You really think this is the slowest hint in the game?
I mean,
Ooh,
if we're
Goron
considering...
City to King Dodongo. Sorry, but
Oh, that's a useful one.
that's
No,
a
that's
good
good.
one.
No, I'm glad you interrupted me because I wanted to see the hint before I expounded upon that. But yeah, I guess there's other hint stones in the game that are worse to check, but the ones that immediately come to mind are the ones that are immediately junked normally. Like I guess Hyrule Castle 2. But yeah, no, that one just feels really bad. It's just so out of the way. Unless you're like already checking what was in Deku.
And here was Deku Tree with Baronade in it, so we'll have to come back with a boomerang.
Yeah, you gotta love just entering Deku and suddenly you're in a boss you can't beat. That kind of stinks. But at least now you know where Baronade is.
Yeah, we definitely do. We only need to find our boomerang somewhere. Surely that will be early, right? We have
there's
full
our
cleared
logic for our
Lost
K-sword.
Woods as well, so Baronade is only the K-sword for access to Baronade.
Yeah, it's just to be able to walk into the Baronade fight. It doesn't actually help us. But so thanks, K-sword.
And Reset being here as a child really helps him out because he will just be able to route and complete bottom of the well.
Yeah, this is actually really good. This panned out really nicely for him. Oh, hey, there's money. Now we're fine. Ooh, what's down here?
Something big. I
Oh,
mean,
never mind. Who cares about money?
that solves all of Reset's
Not reset.
troubles
Yep.
for now.
That's huge. Not that there's
Oh.
many more things that Reset may need to buy, unless, you know, tunics and whatnot, but...
Yeah, but you never want to be broke.
Exactly.
And now
And
we
that
have
was
the
a really
biggest
nice
sword.
BGS. Okay.
Oh, and this is really interesting. There is a key locked in bottom of the well. So we see our first hint of required only, meaning that everything that is behind a key is inaccessible for the game and will not have anything that we need. Because the game expects us to use all our keys so in the dumbest way possible. So to get the chest behind the keys, we need all 3 of them. But because there's one key locked, that means everything behind there is inaccessible and not required at all.
Yeah, really interesting settings. It
Is
does
that a
give you...
second Big Pill bottle?
I think it was. Yeah, it was.
How many big posts do we need? Somebody check big posts.
That's immediately my thought too when I see more than one. Big pose doesn't always have to be said at one. Oh no. My same thought with chickens too. I always throw one chicken in and talk to Andrew. And I get really sad when it's not one.
No, this is scrub space, so we need 3 cuckoos.
No! 7 cuckoos and 7 big pose velvet. That should not be Winter Wonderland 7 that comes out on my birthday. Thank you very much.
That would be so funny though.
Stop giving him ideas for next year. No! Velvet, no! Oh.
You still have a day or 2, Velvet.
Oh, I should stop talking before it gets worse. Okay.
And
Alright,
we
get to
have a
see what's behind
vanilla
that hand.
Dodongo's cavern.
Oh, vanilla. Spicy.
Interesting.
A little bit of Neapolitan.
Velvet, you're not muted. We can hear you on stream.
Hi, Velvet. Bye, Velvet.
Ah, okay.
Just kidding. We're just hearing things in our head, everyone.
Yes. Just ignore
Velvet was
us.
talking to us telepathically. Sorry, you guys didn't. Don't worry about it. So anyway, what's in Dodongo's?
Well, a big chest, definitely.
Ooh.
Arrow shield. Okay,
Hey, we
okay.
need that. We actually need that. Okay. When only one of our dungeons is dungeon rewards is given to us in the beginning of the seed, we kind of need almost everything. So.
Mhm. And I like how the seed has not been bad for hearts for us.
Yeah, we just keep getting them. And it's almost always the heart containers too.
Wait, Reset is preloading out. Did he check the downstairs?
Oh. I don't think he
I
did.
know he doesn't have to check like the back because we're key locked, but did he check downstairs? Because that's not key locked.
You're right. Yeah, because you can just fall down stairs at any point. And
Didn't check? Oh,
No, yeah, you didn't check it.
well, let's
Well, we
hope
hope
that
that's
won't
not a
fight
last
him.
location. Right, yeah. Because that's definitely a last location. When are you going back to the bottom of the wall?
Definitely doesn't have anything. Of course not. The seed wouldn't be that horrible.
Nah. I mean, you know, sometimes it does, and then sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes that was the smartest decision you've ever made, and then sometimes you're a big dumb idiot dum-dum head, you know? So that's okay.
And Hierophile is loaded. Another gold chest with Nehru's love.
Nehru's. Shoutouts to Nehru's actually having a little bit of like emphasis on logic in Scrub Sanity, because it comes up for Goron City Pot, or not Goron City Pot, but Goron City Scrubs.
In Scrub Sanity, yes, but we don't have Scrub Sanity turned on.
Yeah, well, I like Nehru's being useful, so shout out to Scrub Sanity.
And here's Reset going river. You're getting love in chat.
Ooh, Jenny. Oh, that's cool. I've never
Oh,
seen it.
wow, that was huge. Wow.
Wow. Okay. All right. Swag. Okay, Sky, pop off.
If that was the first time he's tried that, I am very impressed. That is like, wow.
That Chew just climbed over so many different angles, and for him to know exactly like where to put it, just wow. Yeah. Okay. That was cool.
And that the
was
nut
cool.
actually hits through the nose, basically.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too, because it threw on the one side, but it still hit the Chew. Yeah, just wow. This so much praise over such a little thing. This game has so many things like that. Wait, there's another one. Wait, I didn't know you could do that. He pulled it all the way, but because he was just far enough left, when he went over the hole, he was still technically standing on the ground. And okay, wow, sick.
Oh, we need a long-range weapon to do Phantom Ganon. I don't think we can do this, actually.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, goodbye, PG.
Yeah, we'll have to come back. Rip is completely right. Baseball, rip.
Yeah, rip. It's okay. We found a boss. That's good.
I mean,
And
we
we
found
do
two
have-
bosses already.
We do have a hint for PG. So, maybe that'll help us get our items.
We have a hint for PG. No, we don't.
Oh, we don't have a hint to PG. Just kidding. I think I'm having seed bleed. Don't mind me, guys.
And the shadow pod holds a small key. I missed that when this guy was here.
Gray, the not go mode shadow.
Well,
The one check in shadow that you really hope you can skip. And then the hint zone says.
to be honest, I'd rather skip the back than the pod.
You think so? You would rather go kill, or you'd rather skip the back? Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there's more stuff to do.
And I just really hate the floor masters. Not a
Oh,
fan.
you don't like killing the manager?
Nope.
What? The invisible manager? Well, I don't know. He's such a nice guy. I've never been grabbed by his tiny hands. And then hated my life immediately afterwards. Nope, smile. Hey, what the heck is back here? That's two big chests. Hello, Bo.
Okay, we
Welcome,
have our
Bo.
projectile.
Hello, other
We
Bo.
have two bows.
And hello, Skip. Nicely done, Sky. I love that.
And
Rutos.
Brutus letter. Well, we know ice isn't anything, so what's in Jabu?
Wow.
Because we do have Goron City to King Dodongo. That could be the bow. It could be Rutus letter, though.
Well, could it be the bow though? Because there was two here.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that doesn't... So it could be the Rutus letter. It could be a hookshot, never mind.
Yeah. So speaking of items, here, have more.
So who rolled this? No, the Goron City? Seriously?
No. Oh, no. I don't know. It seems like Velvet Subconscious rolled this.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
uh-huh. Sure. What is Dungeon Chain? So we have entrance randomizer and boss doors shuffled with boss shuffle. So it could be that we, for example, we walk through Dodongo, and at the boss door, we could then end up in Jalu or something. So you have dungeons chained one after the others, possibly.
Yeah, and to make it quite spicy, you know, you get through a dungeon and you're like, oh boy, I can't wait to beat another boss, and then you just enter another temple. So they're
Correct.
pretty interesting. Or you enter a dungeon and you're immediately prompted with a boss. So yeah, these are quite interesting.
Or, like we had here, we entered Dodongo's Cavern, which was actually vanilla, weirdly enough, and then we get to fight PG at the end of it.
Yeah, so many different possibilities here. And speaking of PG, now we have our hook shot and bow. We have, well, two bows at that. Now we have options to kill PG. So
We have
We're
a
back.
lot of options.
kind of nice that was right here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see that cool optimization again. Like I said, such a small thing. But that's so cool. There's so many things like that in this game.
And yes,
no, looks like
baseball,
you-
unfortunately, that block does not stay. You have to push it all the way again.
Yeah, that block is a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like Reset's not going for the out of logic chest here.
I mean, he
And-
knows it's money.
True. Yeah,
He's seen
that's
the
right.
hint, and he has the
we have seen the
160.
hint. You're right. We have seen the hint. Never mind. Yeah, no, that was smart not doing it. That's right. I was thinking when we were talking about it earlier, when he was broke and he needed money, that he should get that out of logic. But now he's back and he's rich, so kind of forgot about that. That was very important. Oh yeah, good PG music. Nice.
Very calming.
Yeah, nice, chill, relaxing day with your homie, staring at some paintings. On a light show.
it?
Wait, what the heck? He's out of bounds? That was cool.
Yeah, Sky was trying to get the zero cycle.
That's a thing?
That is the thing, yes.
Huh. Yeah, I learned.
But yes, it was a nice PG, even if he didn't get the zero cycle.
Does zero cycle just mean that he doesn't get the chance to move and you kill him while he's out of the ring?
You can stun him and like get him behind the ropes and then hit him and stun him again, hit him and stun him again, and like not even let him enter the arena basically.
Okay. Spicy. So yeah, the well was the forest. Okay. Well, now it's open. So since we've opened it as a child, that means we can go into it as an adult.
True.
There are, you can do a little bit in forest as a kid. You can't do everything.
I mean, you could fight Stalfos if you wanted to. You maybe get the jump to the between the trees in the first one.
You can do almost all of the courtyard.
We can't get in there. Child does not have a bow. Or does that actually react to a slingshot?
Slingshot, it does.
Oh, okay, okay. We cannot get the raised island chest though.
Right. We would have to. It's better if you have Song of Time, because then you can just climb the vines to get up there and then jump across.
Yeah, so
But,
really there isn't much we can do in forest.
Right. So right now, technically, a child can't do much, but you can do something.
Yeah. Coming back as adult is better though.
Yeah, of course, of course.
And that's Nocturne. That gives us another dungeon entrance we can check. I mean, at least as soon as Skyrius picks up his dints.
Right. As soon as Sky enters the Temple of Time.
Then... You can fight Phantom Ganon with a slingshot, actually. Which is really weird if you don't think about it, but...
There's a lot of fights that you can actually complete in the opposite age that you wouldn't think. I think Baronade is the only one that's like truly locked. Well, not one.
I mean, Goma works, King Dodongo works, PG works, Morpha
Bongo
doesn't work, Bongo
Yeah,
works.
I think it's Baronade, Morpha, and Twin Rova are the only three.
And that was Ice and Fire, and yes, guy does not have a bottle. The only bottle he has leather in it, which kind of sucks for him right now.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Would you be thinking about immediately emptying that Ruto's letter just to get access to your bottle?
I mean, it's a possible path.
Right.
So I think I would be thinking about it, but rushing it, I don't know. There's a third bow in Goron City, people.
Third bow here.
Velvet, what did you roll? Do we have Goronpot or Darunia hinted? I don't think so.
I don't think we have, no. I don't think we have.
Oh my gosh.
So wow.
Pot is Goron
Pot
today.
is Goron
Well, you
today.
might want to get that. Who knows?
I mean, fire is required, but you know, considering how many hearts we've been thrown at on a silver platter.
And there's our first
Hey.
strength.
Speaking of Darunia,
A
God, I wish
vanilla
that was
strength.
good.
What the
Yeah,
heck?
that's crazy. Vanilla strength. What the heck?
Oh my gosh, what is
What
this
did you
Goron
really wish
City?
was hinted? Like, come on, why isn't that hinted? Like, what?
What did you do this seed? We went to Goron City, got all the items, and beat our bosses. Okay.
Oh, it's a good thing this wasn't further entrance randomized, so we knew where Goron City was. Oh,
Yeah, wow.
whew. Holy.
Always
Forest
full clear
starter kit.
paths, people.
Forest starter kit.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It's true. Oh, shout out
Oh,
to
I
having you
hate
do
this pod with just a strength.
Yeah, with the strength is terrible. You can do it with choose, and he has access to Darunia's room, so he can do that setup. But I can also understand not wanting to potentially waste your choose, especially if you only have
Turova,
ace.
yes, we got a mirror shield in DC. Which is kind of straightforward if you think about it.
Yeah, we love a straightforward path. Although I suppose we love the paths that make us think a little bit more, in a restream sense.
Ooh, there's a bomb back.
Ah, CL locked bomb bag.
I mean, if
Bomb
you
lock
think
bomb,
about it,
question
we
mark?
have Goron City path to King Dodongo. And we found a hookshot, bows, and a strength.
Oh, true.
Most of those are not typical for King Dodongo.
Yeah. Yeah, and excuse me, it wasn't bomb lock because we have the hammer, and the hammer was tier 0. Yes. I thought about that as soon as I said it.
And yes, Reset now has his bows. You cannot peek the left side maze as a child though, which is kind of bad.
Can you jump over it as child? Yeah,
I don't know. Oh, apparently.
I think you can. I don't think
Well,
that's a
he
height
didn't want to.
requirement. That's okay. I mean, you might not know. You know, if you're not used to playing chest size matches content, and you're only used to chest textures, you're probably not used to tricks that require a chest size. Because there's quite a lot of them. You know, there's one in the fire temple. There's that one there, offhand. There's just lots of times you just don't think about it because you don't play with them. Gotta love the hammer just immediately hitting the scrubs. Super useful.
That is beautiful.
Super useful.
I don't think Reset will beat PG as a child. You do most of DC as an adult because it's just so much more time efficient.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of time efficient, Sky's routing has actually been so efficient that they have not gone back to the Temple of Time to potentially change and haven't gotten their dins. So they don't know that they have access to another dungeon entrance right now. They have the Nocturne, they have magic. They, you know, who cares? I'll get my Prelude song eventually. Oh, just kidding, it's my freaking Din's Fire. Like, so that's kind of unfortunate for Sky. But aside from that, Sky's routing has been fabulous. And, you know, that's not a fault to him, not getting Temple of Time. It's because his routing has been so good.
I don't know. I mean, he hasn't been child yet, and Reset has made some good progression, I think.
I agree.
Having that BGS could really help with the fights that we don't know when they are gonna come up, so we can't really plan for them.
I think the biggest difference maker right now is that Reset has the K-Sword and Strength, but Sky is that hammer from the Control.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any chance you're gonna miss. Well, the hammer from Open Grotto maybe, but the hook shot in Goron City you won't miss.
No, you're right.
But yeah, the
Because you're-
hammer could be.
Because the hammer could be really important right now, considering Reset doesn't have a bomb bag and is praying to God that they can, you know, use those chews effectively.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
And here are the hover boots for Reset. Very
Woohoo!
nice.
Yeah, smart to route that in
Mhm.
and get those pretty much immediately.
I also love that he bought a bean and planted it in the crater, so he can just go as he pleases from Bolero.
Yeah, that's really
Makes for
smart.
very nice routing.
When you get Bolero early, that's actually pretty wise because you get access to Goron City and the top of DMC, which you normally wouldn't have access to without the bean. So you can exit through, you know, the top on DMT, or you can go to Goron City with that bean. So that's really actually quite good there.
And we have our first dungeon reward. Well, second dungeon reward on Sky's side. Goma was just chilling in forest.
Kind of like a removed French vanilla.
Maybe, kind of? Not really.
Well, you know, when you beat Forest Temple, you end up in front of the Deku tree.
Yeah, okay.
So, you know, you see where I'm going with this? You know what I
I
mean?
see where you're going with this. Yeah.
Well, let's see what's Storm's Lock down here. Oh, rip. The river, the second copy of the River Hint was all that we really cared about. Who knows? There could have been shoes in there. But Sky doesn't care about those shoes. They got a bomb bag.
Yeah, Sky doesn't care. And he has money for everything that he possibly need, so
Right.
I don't think he's gonna open up brown chests.
How do you think Sky feels about getting that big Poe? Yeah, I was just
Oh.
about to say, do you immediately turn that in? Because you have a Ruto's, and you've been wanting a bottle, the access to your bottle this whole time.
And you know where Ice is.
He didn't get his Din's fire! Oh, I saw him backwalk. I was like, please? Oh, okay.
He'll get it eventually if he ever turns child in the seat. Because this has been quite the extended adult section for Sky.
Right. Yeah. It makes sense, though. You keep getting items, so... And it's not like you have access to the hammer as a kid, so, like, you want to exhaust as many checks as you can with your Sphere Zero hammer before you even think about going child. So, like, it makes perfect sense. It's just a bit unfortunate. Sky loved that.
Not really, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, that's so funny. He didn't even want the empty bottle.
He did save though, so
Oh, he did. Oh, okay. I thought he saved before turning it in, and then saved comes.
Deku Tree was in GTG. At least the dungeon, not the boss.
Yes, we haven't seen the boss yet.
Well, we saw Goma in Forest.
Well, yeah, correct. But we haven't seen the boss of Deku.
Ooh,
Oh, there's another
strength.
strength. And that is not strength locks because our hammer was Sphere Zero, so
Correct. So our GC
strength
path
is-
is not a strength.
yes.
Ooh, Reset only has 3 chews. I mean, he can do DC with that, but then he'll be out.
You think Sky is thinking with their bow they can, out of logic, get to the bottom of Deku? And with
Oh,
the
he can
shield? Yeah, it looks like
totally
that's
do
exactly-
that, yeah.
Yeah, looks like that's exactly where they're headed.
Guy has played a fair bit of mixed pools, so he knows the tricks on where to go out of logic and stuff.
Yeah, this is smart. Oh, you can hookshot that. I was curious. Can you hookshot this part? Oh. Guess I'll find out.
You do definitely need a shield for the Steku Scrub, though.
Yes. There is actually a glitch that you can do with the hammer for the 3 scrub for 231. There's a glitch
Glitches
involving...
are not allowed in this settings. Though.
Right, obviously in these settings it's not allowed. But there is a way you can like use the hammer and then use the camera, like pan the camera in a way that loads 2, then 3, then 1 after you hit the ground with the hammer. It's a very interesting glitch. But yeah, aside from that, you 100% need your shield for that room. It's actually the reason that they had to allow blocking in that one specific room for like damageless runs, because technically blocking with your shield is considered taking damage. But for that room in specific, they allowed blocking. So.
Picking up the skulls here. Makes it so easy when you just have long hook shot.
Yeah. And shout outs to dev branches that allow you to move when you pick up skulls. One of the nicest features. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's on every dev branch. But God, it's such a nice feature. This guy just barely missing the nut. Tragedy.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to hit that.
Yeah, it's weird. For whatever reason, sometimes you'll Z target and like if you don't move, you just hold shield, or maybe you jump slash immediately. Your angle will be wrong. Like for whatever reason, there's just the way that like Link targets things. Usually, like you have to move a little bit for the angle to be like perfectly precise, or wait a little bit for him to like shuffle his feet correctly. Z target can troll you. Oh, we're gonna see a kill on the door. Love that. Nicely done by the guy.
Very nice quick kill. Love to see that. Dorfa.
Dorfa. Don't see Dorfa that often. Oh, reset.
That's
this
a
is
bad
also something you
location
don't
to
see
be.
every
Oh
day.
gosh.
This is definitely something you don't see every day. Oh no, and that was his
And
last
he didn't
two.
press the switch.
Oh
Alright.
no.
That's really bad for him.
That stinks. Oh, when did they save for their choose?
I don't think they did.
No. Oh, that sucks. Saving with 0 choose there feels so bad. I really
Yes,
hope that they
Velvet,
find
you're
the
right.
bum
He
and
does
come
have
back.
200 rupees and he can go and buy some from the carpet salesman, but that
Oh,
still
yeah,
feels
right.
really bad and slow.
And Reset did just go. I mean, they're headed that way. So Velvet might have just read Reset's mind.
Yeah, it could be.
And Reset has the means also to do Deku. But no, it looks like they're going to the Wasteland for sure.
I mean, it makes sense. He probably knows the choose setup for the door, so you don't have to walk all the way through again, you know?
Right. No, I 100% agree with. Especially because your spawn is in the valley, like it just makes sense to do this. This only takes like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Comparatively to like, let's say you had to, even if you had like a song to get to the lake, like if you had Serenade, it would still take a while to get over here, but the spawn just makes this nice and easy. You get a 10-pack. It costs all your money, which really sucks. But at least you can check this one thing and get the skull in the wasteland too while you're at it. So it's not like it doesn't feel like completely out of the way. At least you're doing something, you know.
I don't think Haunted Wasteland was hinted foolish, so that always give you pause.
And it's always scary when it's not hinted foolish because, you know, it's one thing.
Yeah.
So it really...
Doing this crossing at night is just really punishing.
Yeah, it's awful at night. Honestly, if you didn't have, like, the spin strat to be able to light it up a little bit, it would be almost, like, impossible at certain points, it feels like.
Okay, but it is foolish.
That's unfortunate. Heart down here. We're gonna get the drops. Makes sense. Not gonna pick up the fairy. Yeah, who needs fairies?
I mean, he's almost at full hearts and he has like 7, 8. They have like 7, 8. Ooh, and Skyria's found double defense in Ice Cavern.
Oh. That's gonna come in handy, especially when you only have 6 hearts.
I mean, I believe for Sky, 6 hearts is quite a lot because he's one of the... quite a good player. He overqualified for scrubs this year.
Mm-hmm.
But double defense is definitely nice.
Yeah, Sky's been doing like S8 stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah,
sorts
he
of
did the
different
S8 qualifiers.
RSL and S8 Triforce Blitz. He's been around the block.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're seeing some sick Ice Cavern strats. Love it.
Nice.
Love seeing all of these jumps in here. That's normally the one you don't see very often, because if you mess that one up, you just, you know... Oh, speaking of voiding, I was about to say you just void, and then have to do Ice Cavern all over again. There's the reason you don't see that one very often, but for the other side of the room. This one's not as bad. At least if you're holding upright, you at least just jump back on every time.
And we see Reset has returned, and they are doing Decotree. So that will be the first medallion for first reward for Reset.
It's unfortunate that that's their only one. We don't know where the fire medallion is, so we have no idea where our access to burning cack is. I wonder if that's on your mind right now.
Maybe? So, Ice hasn't really done anything for us except the Sun Song.
Yeah.
Kinda sad.
It does kind of suck. And it's unfortunate that these boss doors to the side dungeons don't actually have a part of the dungeon chain.
I don't know.
It'd be kind of cool if, you know, you entered the Stalfos or the Wolfos room in here, and then
That would have been pretty crazy, actually.
yeah, that'd have been pretty insane. I don't think that's a thing that can happen, but honestly, it's good because that means we could access to the Sun Song. So we'll
I
take
mean,
that.
never say never. Our devs for OT always come up with new stuff, so you never know what might happen.
True. Yay! Sky finally has Din's Fire, and immediately was like, okay, whew, I can go.
Velvet, no, you're not gonna see him for child. Unless it's just a boss. And Reset unfortunately missed the quick kill in the corner there, but got more of a back on the line.
Yeah, it was a nice backup there. And we get to see what's inside the Shadow Temple. Oh my god, those bomb shoes. Reset. Probably so happy to pick those up.
I don't think you're happy at this point because you just went and bought some.
I mean, you only bought 10, and how many can you have? 50? So...
Yeah, but still.
And you don't have your bomb bag still? I mean, you're not happy about not having your bomb bag, but if I don't have a bomb bag and I see more chews...
True. Yes.
You know?
And Skyrus is probably very happy about Twin Rova because it's another boss he can beat.
Right. So this is kind of nice. Getting some nice hook strats from Sky. Extra spin for fun.
Oh, that could be a difficult angle. Oh, no, he got it. Okay.
Nice. She was like right in front of him.
The RNG on these two can be really messed up sometimes.
Terrible, absolutely horrible. Makes me want to eat rocks. Yeah. Yep.
You're not a Goron, don't eat rocks.
Well, you know, sometimes they make me consider it.
70 Goron.
Figured out my next emote. Thanks.
Reset is back and well and jumping into forest. That's a sentence.
Yeah, Rando making you say sentences you think you'd never say.
Mm-hmm.
You go, wait, what did I just say? Hold on.
And we have a key.
Hooray, early keys. Link getting flustered. The best cutscene in the game.
By Sexy Termexi, as the German version of the game calls
Such
her.
a good name. Sexy Tenexy. Like, oh, that's cool. I've never seen the arrow shot before you absorb the element. That looks scary.
It's a little tight though, yeah.
Yeah. Really nicely done by Sky. Very clean execution. Twin Rope is kind of a fun boss. Second phase anyway. If you don't mess up the easy, you know, she gives you 3 magics in a row of the same type, and then as long as you don't mess up the quick kill, kind of a free second phase, but you hope that first phase then will just troll you.
True.
And you gotta love having BGS when you're fighting Stelphos.
Yes, BGS best.
Oh, nice.
Oh, slingshot. Okay.
Oh, I mean,
We're almost at Flash's Law.
don't want to see that. Are we at Flash's Law? No, we're not. I was gonna
Not
say, I
yet.
don't think
We're 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have we seen another one? But I don't think we have seen another one.
I don't think we have.
I was gonna say if we're there on restream, but I don't think we are. We were there, so keep your eyes peeled, chat. Let us know where the next one is. I doubt we'll miss it though.
So the funny thing about these settings, Forest wasn't hookshot locked until this point because we had access without a hookshot, but because there is a key on the raised island that you can only reach with a hookshot, that makes the key locked part and everything that is behind a key locked door hookshot locked.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that normally you think, well, of course I need the freaking hook shot. I'm in the forest temple. I need to hook that tree to get in there. But technically, until we saw that raised island, we didn't need our hook shot. Kind of weird to think about.
that Epona galloping, like Epona steps on the slingshot sound?
I believe it is. Yeah, I was really confused. I was looking back and forth wondering what that sound effect could be. Sky finally getting that extra bottle. Love that. Is that the third bottle? Are we?
That's
Are we
bottle
bottle
percent.
Yes.
We have Rudos, we have 2 big Poes, and we have an empty one.
Yeah, Sky having access to a third bottle because they haven't turned in Ruto's letter is kind of funny.
Ooh. Iron boots.
Hey, we need those.
We have a market to Bongo Bongo. So
Interesting.
possibly something in water leading to Bongo?
Yeah.
I mean,
What
it could
items
just be
don't we
Tektite
have?
or something with another item for Bongo, but...
Like we have, like when you normally think about the logic to Bongo, you know, it's like magic.
Yeah, you're not thinking of Iron
Covers.
Boots.
Yeah, so you're like really confused, like what? Iron boots. Yeah, I can't wait to go through the water temple.
And that's the interesting thing about these path hints, because the path hints are always to a boss, not to the dungeon.
Ah, right. Because that's the way path hints work. Okay. So yeah, does that immediately make you think like, yeah, so I guess Mongo's in the water temple? So where's
I
the
don't
water
know.
temple?
But I would definitely look out for...
Ooh, nicely done
Or-
freehand by Reset.
That looked very nice.
Doing that without a setup just is swag. Ooh, that's my favorite way to do this room. You jump off that little ledge and you have just a little tiny amount of time to press B. That gives you a jump slash into the floor masher.
Ooh,
And-
and nice positioning.
We love seeing the boss key here. I don't know why. I've gotten that boss key so many times in the forests temples that I've had to complete. And so I've just thought of it as the boss key chest. Even though I know it's not. But it's been the boss key for me so many times that it is now.
Okay. So you're rewriting vanilla, huh?
Yeah, well. That's okay, I don't think we'll mind.
Unfortunately, Reset hasn't found that bomb bag from DMT
Yeah.
Ferry, so we're not seeing cool bomb hover strats in the forest.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because they do have the hover boots. We do love hover forest. Hover
I mean,
forest is
technically,
really cool.
that's not a logic either, because we would need an explosive or scale on Reset's side.
Right.
But who cares?
I agree. Who needs logic? Logic is a suggestion. Although, it's a strong suggestion in these settings. It's less of a suggestion and more of like a very not subtle push.
Beautiful, yes. You safe quit out of Lon Lon only to end up like 2 meters away from where you were currently standing.
And I'd like to point out that both runners did the exact same thing because where else do you check your child
No.
spawn?
Actually, no. Reset saved out of Market.
Wait, oh, okay. That's right. Pardon me. I thought
No,
they were in Lon
don't
Lon.
worry.
That's right. It actually came. It was actually useful to Reset. Because Reset actually got to ride in Lon Lon accidentally.
But yeah, for
But
Sky, it's
wanna
pretty
say-
bad.
I want to say that's where most runners want to check their child spawn.
Oh, I did
That's
the
where
exact
I would
same
always
thing.
check my child spawn. Every time, without fail. Unless I got like a really sick warp song on Malin or something. But otherwise, like, I'm always checking my child spawn there. Why wouldn't you?
I'll always check it there because even if I have the warp song, I can still warp if I don't like the spawn.
That's true. And then even if you, and then by warping and not checking your spawn, then the whole time you're wondering like, uh-oh, did my child spawn actually mess with logic, and you don't know. So it's always good. It's always good to check your spawns.
And Forest
Early
has
on-
been quite stingy with keys so far.
Yeah. We got an early key, you know, in the first room, and then since then, it's been quite rude.
And Sky is finally child getting some beans for the for the hovers in
Getting
Graveyard Ledge.
getting only one bean, one
Okay.
single solitary bean, because they had enough money for one.
I mean, he has a hookshot. He doesn't need one for Crater. He knows the Arch in Colossus is dead, so he really only needs one.
You don't have a scale, so never mind. He already has something. But has he checked the entrance to ice?
He has checked ice. Yes, it was Jabu.
That's right. That's right. I couldn't remember who checked Jabu.
Gary's did.
Yep.
Reset doesn't have Rudo's letter and hasn't been to ice.
Don't mind me, chat. Just waking up.
Yes, he did rush that an hour ago. Oh, by the way, did we do Happy 1 hour?
Oh my gosh, you're so right. No, we did not. Would you like to do?
Did
the
I
honors?
miss that? Well, thank you to our runners, Scarius and Reset, who have been absolute champs and agreed to be on Restream today. Thank you so much, Scarius and Reset. Thank you to our trackers, Jenny Bees and Baseball, who are keeping us up all to date with all the things on the layout. And thank you to Velvet, who's our Restreamer today, for putting all of this together. And of course, a big thank you to my co-commentators, 70 Sins. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to be here. And I want to give another special thank you to our runners and restreamer today. Things kind of came together last minute, and shout outs to an amazing community and the amazing people that putting this all together. Because it was possible that this wasn't going to happen today. So yeah, I'm so glad that I get to be a part of it. Oof! Owie, that hurts. That hurt my soul watching Reset just crouch underneath that and die.
Why is Skyris building that grave?
Maybe for fun. I was about to say maybe for money, but Skyrius definitely has plenty of that. And also,
Nice arrows. Nobody wanted to see those.
Yeah. You love it to hate to see that. I love blue fire arrows. One of my favorite settings, actually.
But blue fire arrows are not
in
these
scrubs.
settings.
Yes. And it's fine. You know, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's not okay. I don't want to go in Ice Cavern, but okay, I'll deal. Ooh, a nice little swag recoil from Sky to get into the bottom of the well. And
Very
we're
nice.
greeted with Forest Temple, and he goes, "Oh, dang it!"
So both runners opting not to do the 2 chests, and coming back as an adult eventually. Interesting.
Wait, are we suing VFAs? Wait, don't do that. I want them around. They need to stick around, Velvet. Don't do that. Oh, bomb
There's
shoes
bomb
on
shoes on 10. Oh gosh, okay.
That's kind of funny.
So in a minute we'll see what's hiding here in Forest Temple.
Yeah, suing BFAs for being too much fun and too useful. Understandable. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Skyry's going Kokiri Forest for the first time as a child, I believe. That
you're
gives
right.
him a lot of Lost Woods checks as well.
Yes. Still unfortunate that well, no, that they're gonna get the K sword if they full clear the Lost Woods. So never mind. This is perfect.
He should. Unless he decides to skip woods.
Which you
Which we
wouldn't
hope
think to do.
isn't happening.
There's so many things in the Lost Woods. That's like one of the densest areas, like non-dungeon wise.
Oh, and forest leads to Fire Temple. Welcome to our first chain.
Spicy!
Unfortunately, we
That is
won't be able to do much in here unless the key out layout is like really interesting. What's in there?
We get to see. Go on, you're in the
Cannot see
way.
anything.
Nothing.
It's dead. So
Well, we
we're
walked all the way here,
hammerlocked
that's
in
here.
fire.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Hammerlocked or possibly completely required only locked.
And this is when, like I said, the fact that open grotto hammer difference comes into play, because now the moment Skyrius enters that fire temple, they will be fine. Reset now has to double back and is wondering, what have I missed?
I don't know if he's at that point yet, though.
True. There's still more to check. For him.
There's a lot that Reset can do, and he does have the 15 minutes of forest done. So that's very nice.
Oh, and there's Nocturne. So does Reset gonna immediately go check what's in Shadow now too?
Nope. We're going to check out Ice Cavern.
That's fair.
That is very true, Velvet, yes. Thankfully, it does have a shortcut to the boss, and we don't have to do the whole 15 minutes again.
Yeah, that is a good point, Velvet. Hey, look, more hearts. Woo!
Yeah, it's a very healthy seed.
It really is. We get so many hearts, and we get double Ds. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
We'll see if Reset chooses to pick them up. Oh, Stump giving us trouble here?
There's a setup to flip onto that stump, and I swear I never get it right. I always jump right to the side of this dang thing. Yeah, audio be like that sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah, it
The
happens.
nature of restream. How's Reset's audio?
I do believe he doesn't have clean audio, if I'm not mistaken. Look at that, he's hanging there in the background.
And it just left. What the heck?
Interesting. I always
That
get
was-
iced in this room.
I was just about to say, like, yeah, that's the perfect time that they're like, ha ha ha, I'm right behind you. I can't wait for this bottle text to go away. And then it was just like, okay, bye. If that's me controlling Link, I got frozen. But it's Reset, so he's fine.
Gyros is giving me a heart attack with just mashing the slingshot there.
Oh, can't you soft lock or something?
Yes, you can soft lock if you hit the target 4 instead of 3 times.
Who needs ammo? Yeah, well, who needs a working game? That's the other thing, Velvet. Maybe you like playing your game, you know?
And with that spawn, that would have been a huge way to walk back.
Right. not having Minuet here, like, yeah, it's gonna take you a long time getting back here.
And Reset also decided to pick up double defense.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's right here. It doesn't take that long to get. Takes you an extra 5 seconds to unfreeze that.
And yes, Velvet, I agree. That color of hearts is unfortunate.
Good. Is that doo-doo brown hearts? Is that what I see?
It is a color, yes.
Anyway.
Brownish, darkish, whatever color. It was definitely bad to see against the black background, though.
We're gonna say that's doo-doo brown hearts, and say that if that's ever your heart color on purpose, what are you doing? Yay, Sun Song. We love it.
That song is an amazing warp song.
So useful. Yeah, the best warp song.
I don't know about the best. If I get Minuet, I'm very happy, but
Yeah,
that song
okay,
is
fair
pretty
enough.
great.
Minuet is so powerful. The woods are just, you just have access to everywhere through the woods.
Oof, sniped by the keys.
But the fact that you can use Sun Song everywhere. You know, like do all of Kokiri Forest and Sun Song back to Mido's house after you do like the K-Sword chest, like you could just use it everywhere.
Oh, it's
And that's
definitely
my
very
favorite thing
nice.
about it. Yeah. It's so potent. Oh, I thought a reset just jumped off.
Nope, he's got it.
Woo, scared me. This?
And Skyr is getting the bad news that Bernage resides in Deku Tree.
Yeah, unfortunate. Goodbye, Baronade.
I was actually wondering when I played this yesterday, what happens if you save quit out of a boss room that is like the whole dungeon? Because usually you end up at the beginning of a dungeon, but if that's just a boss room, I was seriously worried about being soft locked there. In a chain, it's outside the boss room? That makes sense. Thank you, Velvet.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Velvet.
Yeah, but that belongs into the questions I've never asked myself.
Which is why Winter Wonderland's so cool, because it makes you, you know, think more, and you're given possibilities that you would have never thought about before.
And then the next save quit is the start of the dungeon you were in. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, maybe Reset will get their bomb back here at DMT Ferry.
That would be huge. Please don't exit through Goron City. Oh!
No, Reset doesn't have bombs. They haven't been to Open Grotto, which holds the hammer, so they've been operating with shoes so far.
I think he knows. Because I think he's going to get this bomb check out here and then exit through DMT.
Maybe. Could be.
He also might check that hint, too, which he hasn't seen.
I agree, baseball field is very easy to isolate.
Yes, it is.
Especially later game where you have every warp song you could possibly need.
Right, then
and
you never
like
need to go
never
there.
have time to go back. Yeah. I just ignore all of you. Sure.
How could you ignore all of field? There's so much information in there. It's like my favorite place. Boulder of Destiny's in the field. How can you forget that?
See, I'm the
Open
kind
Grotto,
of person
maybe.
I regularly route in South Hyrule Field and forget all about Boulder of Destiny.
That's so funny.
And there's
Ooh,
their bomb.
yay! Thank God they came in here. Yeah, I think I'm the same way just because of how often I do Valley Lake. Just because I want all my hints. And then I'm like, well, I'm here. If I don't leave the lake and then check this open grotto, I'm a fool.
A place you've never been, Velvet. Okay, we're back in Garden City. Where are we going? Oh, we're checking out Forest Temple. That makes sense. Then Reset can beat Goma and get a next medallion.
Yeah, this is a smart choice. Now, here's one thing I'm sure that's probably not gone through the runner's minds. Do you Mido skip every time, or do you just place Arias because you're probably going to have to go back and forth a lot?
I mean, Mido skipping is faster if you get it early tries and don't have to come back. But if you do have to come back, playing Sarius is probably a lot faster.
Yeah. But I feel like most runners, when they get to Midos and they have the items, they're just thinking like, ah, cool. Let me skip you real quick because, like, you know, it's a serotonin. You know, you want to do the thing and feel good about doing the thing. So.
Yeah, makes sense.
I know I certainly didn't think about it when I played the seed. I just wanted to skip Mido.
I did, but I'm weird, so.
And hello,
and
Goma.
there was actually 2 key lock keys. Wow. Sorry.
That is totally okay. Uh-oh.
Basement was nothing. Yes, Reset is safe. Nice Goma fight.
Yeah, love killing Goma as an adult.
And with BGS.
With the BGS, no less, yeah. Feels pretty good. You beat the heck
It's
out of that
amazing
freaking
that
fighter.
we still need 2 slashes and 2 crouch stabs, though.
Right, yeah. I mean, you know, with Charles you need 3. But that's what that's with the Dacre Stick, which is the Master Sword. So
I think technically we would only need 1.5, but because you can't like do a half value, you need
right.
2. And more love for Sky. Gary is going back adult. What do you think? Will he go forest next?
I mean, it makes sense. He has so many items right now. Either forest or... Well, he still hasn't seen fire. Never mind.
And he could check out water as well. That is very true,
Right.
Jenny.
Yeah. I was going to say, he has access to check so many different things right now.
Mm-hmm. Getting his hovers. Nice, yeah. You never know when you're gonna walk into shadow.
And Jenny, I think you're spitting right now. I think checking water is probably the fastest and probably the smartest thing to do in this scenario. Just because, you know, you serenade, you throw on the iron boots, you jump down for 10 seconds, you know it's in the water temple. Yeah, it looks like Sky had the same thought. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, stop listening to my restream.
Nope, looks like Sky's going forest.
Never mind. Looks like they were going to, and then they said, "No, you know what? Never mind." Oh, interesting. I like this play a lot, actually. Save here. Check the lake. if the lake's dead and or you didn't want this entrance, you just go back to the forest. That's so smart.
Morpha has been killed and the water's raised, of course. So Morpha wasn't in Water Temple, but the water directly corresponds to Morpha being killed or not.
And oh, look at that! Well, here's our path to Bongo Bongo.
That makes a
the
lot
iron,
of sense with the iron boots.
The Iron Boots just needed to enter Bongo Bongo fight. Love that.
We're missing quite a few dungeons still, though. We haven't seen any of GGG. We haven't seen any of, like, the actual Water Temple. We haven't seen any of Spirit, any of Shadow.
Right.
Where are the middle dungeon part?
Yeah, there's got to be some spicy chains remaining, right? We've seen 2 entrances straight to a boss, so that means we know at least, I believe, 2 of our remaining dungeons are at least 1 chain long.
I mean, you don't know that. It could be all inaccessible, like Baseball is hoping.
True.
But we're definitely missing them so far.
Yeah, the required throws a whole loop into this. You know, normally you're used to playing on all locations enterable, or whatever the name of it is, all locations traversable, something like that. Or just maybe it's just all locations. So require and only definitely throws a wrench into the mix.
Yeah. And Velvet could be right. It could be Forest Temple leading into Fire Temple, leading into Spirit Temple, leading into Shadow Temple. It could be one very difficult chain.
Oh man, I would love that.
And because we have the boss shuffle, one of the few settings where you could get Shoot the Sun without long shot.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that actually immediately popped into my head as soon as Sky talked to the soul, or to the gossip stone to lower the water. I was like, oh yeah, the water's already raised. That's interesting. You can just swim right on over there. One of the many reasons that I really want this setting string and to be able to play more seeds like this. This is so interesting.
Yes, I'm looking forward to getting that as well, because these settings have been so much fun.
Yeah. Really makes you think.
And Scarius might have forgotten that we have a 6 medallion bridge not a 6 reward bridge.
Not 6 rewards. That's exactly what happened to me, Sky. Oh, I saw 6 rewards and got so happy. Oh boy, Ganon's entry. Oh wait. Oh, whoops. Yep. Don't worry. Happened to me too, buddy. Hey, it's the light medallion's actually useful for something in this seed, guys. Woohoo!
Yeah, in Winter Wonderland settings, it's especially important to read your settings, because there's so much different stuff going on from what we're all used to.
Yeah. Read, reread, then reread.
And read again.
Then think about them while you're going to bed.
Well, our runners didn't have that much time, but yes. That's
Shout outs
quite the
to
music.
repitched Spirit Temple, yeah. Spicy.
Okay, so we have the Dodongo's Cavern on one side and Forest Temple on the other side. We know what Sky will be doing for the next 15 minutes.
Taking a nap.
Mm-hmm. And baseball as well.
And as one player is entering the beginning of the Forest Temple, the next player is killing PG.
That is
Completely
amazing
unrelated.
because they're not in the same place at all.
Yeah, completely unrelated.
How did we end up with the fake double forest? Indeed, Velvet, indeed.
The convergence smile nodders. Capital.
You shuffled almost everything and we still end up with a double forest on Restream.
That's amazing.
That's amazing, yeah.
The runners knew. They were drawn. Drawn to the nap.
So which
Reset the
dungeon
cat
entry?
owner. I know they love cat. I know they love naps. So you know I can't say the same for Sky, but hey, oh, another slingshot. We still don't have our third slingshot
Nope.
for flash percent, right? Nope. And I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was wondering which dungeon entrances we haven't checked yet. We haven't been to Jabu. But that's it, right?
I think that's it. Yeah. We've entered Spirit. We've entered Shadow. We've entered Water. We've entered Fire. We've entered Forest. DC and Deku. So yeah, just Jabu.
So
we
it's
entered
very
Aqua and Ice as well.
yeah. It's very important that Reset finds his hammer, their hammer.
Right. Yeah, Reset finding their hammer is really, really crucial right now.
And those irons on Bombshoe Bowling, of course.
Right.
So maybe that's a play for Bowling right here?
Market is hinted.
Yep.
Right? So,
And he's finally got the bombs to do it.
right. So it
Couldn't
does make
do it
sense
for
to
the
full
longest
clear
time.
market right now. Yeah. And the Sun Song, and just in case, that, you know, it was nighttime checks.
Yeah, could be, could be.
Are we finally checking Hyrule Castle hints?
Okay,
Oh, nope, never mind.
maybe not.
We are Sun Songing and getting out. It does make sense. I believe Reset's already done slingshot games, so I might as well just make it nighttime.
There's always a chance the only boss he doesn't need to beat is Vanilla Wolf. Very true, yeah.
Right.
But he also needs that letter to get into Jabu, so... Guy has
Almost first
definitely
try,
had the better
super
route
fun.
so far.
Love to see a player going for a 3-key forest.
Guy is a TFP player, so he has definitely played 3-key forest before.
Sky, you gotta get on the mound. Sky, go left. Side hop left like once.
Yes, Velvet, the only other strength we've seen is hammer locked, yes. So there's no way to reach that except if we find another strength, or if he gets that hammer, if they get
Right.
their hammer. Oh
Angle
no,
slightly off.
recoiled, oh no.
That's unlucky. Is Sky giving up on 3-key?
I think so. I mean, you gotta ask yourself,
How much time
how
is this
long
worth?
do you actually try it, yeah.
Right, yeah. You don't want to sit there for 5 minutes executing a trick that would have only saved you one. Although 3-key forest does save quite a bit of time. But
Yeah. I mean, maybe. We need all the posts, so it's about 40 seconds, I think.
oh, is it
Not that
even a
much,
minute?
actually.
I mean, depending on where your keys are at, let's say.
You still need
let's-
all the pose though.
Let's say the one key that you, or the two keys that you skipped were in, what's it? The eye that requires you to unfreeze the, like to shoot. God, words. The eye that requires you to use the bow, that, and the chest underwater. Like if you skipped those two, then it could be a lot of time. But you know, most of the time, I guess Key Logic's probably not going to make it that much faster.
Where is Reset going? Is this a field Boulder of Destiny play?
Please be a field play. Please do Boulder of Destiny, and remember you haven't done the rest of Hyrule Field. Reset, I'm talking to you. Please.
As opponent.
We love that.
Should be field.
Okay.
But even if you have the hammer, when do you go back to Goron City when you've basically full cleared it except for one check?
True. Reset not getting that that trick to jump over the rocks there when they did was pretty unlucky.
Checking Tectide. I think he actually... Okay, he did Boulder of Destiny. Okay, thank you.
What's the wet
What
t-shirt?
is that? Oh, it's the white t-shirt. Okay.
I mean, this makes sense, I guess, picking it up. Because...
You never know when you come through water.
Right, you have no idea where water is, so you're thinking about, okay, well, I probably am going to need this. And the chance that, you know, maybe you have to do Central Pillar or something, and that requires a
And
lot.
just imagine if you
timer.
have forest and fire and shadow and then water behind shadow. And you have to go back out because you died to Central Pillar or something and can't do it with 3 hearts.
Ugh.
That's just like a horror scenario, so...
That sounds so scary. Yeah, and then you have to do all of that all over again if you die.
We have dungeon entrance random, so we have scrub space plus dungeon dungeon entrance randomized, boss key doors are randomized, and full boss shuffle. So basically any boss door can lead to another dungeon or any boss. And any entrance can lead to a boss or any dungeon. The only thing that we do know is that Ganon's castle is Ganon's castle and locked behind 6 medallions.
You could say that every dungeon is a series of unfortunate events.
I mean, you can always say that.
Okay, well. Normally I only say that about Forest and Shadow, but...
And there's the hammer for Reset.
Hooray! Praise be. They did all of Hyrule Field. Thank the Lord.
Oh, yes, I forgot about the required only.
And required only makes this quite spicy. With having to gain access to every single dungeon and only being able to complete so many of said dungeons, it's quite interesting.
Yes, that old only Jabu in ice with stingers hinted was very nice.
I don't know about nice. That's that seems pretty rude to me, if you ask me. But
I mean, we're able to bail without doing any checks in there. I liked it.
yeah, but it also means that you finally found Jabu, and you immediately just leave because you're like, oh great, there's actually nothing for me in here. That feels kind of bad. least you could have like, you know, had the whimsical feel of, you know, thought like, oh, maybe something I need is in here. If it wasn't hinted dead, then I guess it would feel twice as bad when you find out it was dead. So what is on Lab Dive?
Huh, another bomb bag.
Oh, what do you know?
Bomb lock bombs, anyone? I mean, technically, it's out of logic bomb lock bombs because ions aren't even in logic.
Yeah, that's spicy. Illogical bomb lock bombs. Thank you, Seed.
Oh, stupid way. Kicking Reset off the roof.
Toucan Sam really has anger management issues.
Yeah, Paul is not nice to us. I love how many names this Gwei has in Lake. Toucan Sam, some call him Karen, some call him Paul. So many names, it's amazing.
Sooner or later, every like in the game is also going to have a name.
Yeah, just wait for it. It'll come.
It's only a matter of time, y'all. Oh, there's the southern in me jumping out. Sorry, y'all.
Ah, Velvet is getting very creative with like 1 and like 2.
Ah, yes. Thing 1, thing 2. Hungry. Thirsty.
Is this the first time we've seen fishing?
Yeah, it is.
I think so.
I mean, it makes sense. If you're an aggressive player, which Reset I would tend to say is more of an aggressive player, it's sort of the last thing on your mind, right? Like, you get a hook shot, you're not thinking, oh boy, I get to do the slowest thing in Lake Hylia, you know? I mean, that's what I'm thinking, because I love fishing. But yeah, it makes sense. Both of these players are quite aggressive, so to not see fishing until now makes sense.
Seeing that message in chat about all the lakes having beetle names, I actually have to go on a random tangent here. In the German version of OOT, the carpenters are all called after the Beatles.
Huh. Yeah, unfortunately, as much as I want to abide by our rule about the Beatles, there are way too many likes, unfortunately. And yes, feel free to go on as many random tangents as you want. We do have the license to yap, so.
I mean, that's what they're paying us the big bucks for.
Yeah, you can blame Velvet for giving us that license, but until then, we get paid in exposure. That's what we get paid in. We get paid in exposure and the ability to do this. So, eat my appreciation.
The runners get paid with pain and suffering.
Ooh, nice little strap from Sky to get down here slightly faster. That's kind of cool.
I think that was intended.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
He side hopped off of it, and then side hopped back on it, so that they
Was that faster? Also, very good question, Velvet.
Was it faster? Yes, technically, because you end up with sideways momentum, falling closer to the rock that you want to push.
So you mean just the side hopping, not the standing on top of the elevator?
As opposed to the bottom? Well, it was because Sky had side hopped and wasn't actually landing on anything. So,
well, you can still side hop out of the bottom of the elevator.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. So maybe it wasn't faster. It looked faster, but maybe not. I don't know. I was convinced it was faster, just with the way that it all happened. But now you got me thinking. I'm not sure now. It looks cool,
looks
so it's.
cool,
I
so
agree, Velvet. Yeah. That's why I think.
Beautiful.
Thanks for backing me up, Velvet. I appreciate that.
Is this reset going back to Goron City? DMC Ferry? Okay, I can see that.
This one definitely makes sense. You just got the hammer, so you're thinking about like, where have I been that I haven't done hammer checks?
I hope he's thinking of GC Maze though. Nobody's shown us the Jabu entrance.
Right. I think it's on his mind though.
Jabu or GC?
GC. It has to be. If you just did this, you've got to be thinking, okay, what other hammer checks have I not done, right?
Maybe. Oh?
Please.
Looks like it.
Please walk left. Oh, I went left.
We haven't seen Water Temple either.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's it. I mean, that's it. It's kind of crazy because, I mean, there's a lot that we haven't seen yet, but...
Kind of stinks that we haven't seen Spirit because, you know, like I was saying earlier, Spirit's that one dungeon that you get, if you ever get access to and you have the ability to climb it, it gives you access to another dungeon.
I mean, we've seen that Spirit has bottom of the well, so we don't really care.
True. This is certainly one that you really like getting access to early, because then you just have 2 dungeons for one.
What was the boss in Deku? It was, I think, Morpha, yes. Gotta love that crunchy audio on Sky's side.
Yeah. It'd be
Sounds
like that
like his
sometimes.
game's breaking.
It really does. You know, I was thinking actually just now, that sounds like BizHawk issues. Because that would never happen on emulator, right guys? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not here to start a war.
I mean, BizHawk is an emulator, is it not?
It certainly is an emulator.
Okay.
I meant to say it would never happen on Project 64. Excuse me. Excuse my French.
I do believe Sky is playing on PG64 though.
Oh, okay.
So, unfortunately, I do have to disappoint you.
Well, I'm disappointed quite frequently. It's okay. You get used to it.
We get an early boss key. Maybe we just skip out of fire?
Ooh. I mean, that's what I would want to do 100% of the time, because I hate fire.
I mean, we're
I
definitely
agree with this.
key-locked for right now.
Right.
So, maybe required only means we never have to see deep fire. That'd be amazing.
I was wondering where they are in the fire temple when they remembered.
I mean, sometimes you have a weird, like, a weird
Yeah, no,
lineup and everything screws up.
Yeah, I'm totally joking. That's all happened. That's happened to all of us. They were probably like clicking on their tracker or something.
And Skyrus is trying the 6-heart Wolf fight. Oh, never mind.
But
Right.
just kidding, it's not Wolf.
There was something about dungeons being shuffled.
It gets you every time, even when you know.
Oh. And because the Dongo is in fire, you can get fire keys from him.
Oh,
Well,
so
that's spicy.
we're not key locked in fire anymore. That's
Well,
That's weird.
we need 2. We haven't seen the other chest.
well, we do need to. You're right.
So I don't know.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, King Dodongo was in the wrong volcano, but
Guy trying to practice choose strats here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with both of the bomb drops there. That should have worked.
And I believe Reset forgot that they got a hint for Boomerang Chest
Fingers.
is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And I don't think he ever went to Gorn City, actually. Now we're no longer key locked.
Yeah, there's our second key. And I believe you're right, Blue. I don't think they ever did.
That is potentially bad for Reset.
Yeah. That is definitely going to be a memory hole. Unless
Unless?
I was going to say unless Reset ever goes to their spawn, because there's one more thing locked by the hammer in Gerudo Valley. And then if they check that, they could also, because that's generally what happens to me. Like if I check something, then I might immediately go, oh, what else is locked by this item? You know, so if they go and check that hammer chest in the valley, there may be a chance that they go, oh, wait, I have one more thing locked by the hammer.
So where's Sky going now? I think he's asking himself the same question.
Yeah, I think so too. Potentially. Back to forest?
Maybe? But there was nothing in forest. There was only Goma in forest.
Sorry, not forest entrance, but
Oh, well, forest. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, this tends to get confusing. Sorry.
It's okay. Sorry, I'll try to stick to saying a place's entrance or the place, so that we don't get confused. Okay.
Okay, I'll try to stick to that as well.
Okay.
So this looks like forest entrance.
Yeah, this makes sense.
He's been there though. He's slain Goma.
But it could also be ice cavern entrance.
Oh, okay. With Jabu in ice? Okay. But we were locked out of there.
We were, but there's a chance that you just don't have to do anything in Jabu, because we have an item that allows us to skip the entirety of Jabu, funnily enough, which you don't normally think about, because why would you ever go to Jabu as an adult?
But isn't that out of logic?
It is. I believe it's out of logic. Velvet can determine if that is indeed out of logic. I want to say it is, though.
I'm not a fan of this, to be honest.
Feels like a
have
bad
to say
idea.
that. I'm not a fan. I agree with baseball. This feels like a bad idea.
Or maybe they're having a good think before they decide whether or not this is actually a good idea.
Because required only can really punish going out of logic.
Right.
I would just go to the rest of fire. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, especially with where those
setup?
keys were at. I believe they're trying to slowly ESS turn to fix their angle and slowly stop their movement with shield.
Fire does suck, baseball, yes, but it's somehow it always has something.
Yeah, it really does. And what I was going to say was based on both of those keys, because this is required only, that really makes you wonder, right? Because like in any other scenario in a scrub setting, you get those. Let's say you get a key, you know, off of, you know, the boss. You know, you killed the boss or whatever, and you get a key. You're not immediately thinking like, oh, I need that. Like, I might need to climb fire again. Thanks, Volv, or
You
something
might
like
have
that,
put a
you know?
check mark behind fire because you were key locked, so there's no way you're getting more keys, right?
But yeah, and then now all of a sudden you have the keys, but because it's required only, it's not like oh, maybe something's behind there. No, the game just gave me 2 keys and it's required only. Does that mean that there's something in there? So, food for thought.
And yes, Velvet, especially with that blue warp taking you all the way out of fire and forest, that just seems like eons away.
Right. So this, if Sky's gonna do, yep, they're immediately going for it.
Okay, hovers on a box? How's
Yeah, you
this
can.
work? Oh.
So there's multiple ways to do this. The easiest way is to get on this thing. Oh well, goodbye
My
box. And goodbye platform. that's unfortunate. That's unlucky. That I probably would have done the same thing. You got lazy, hovered onto the platform. It's fine. It'll come down eventually, right? That's a feels bad. We've all done something like that before.
Okay, Jenny and Velvet apparently know this trick and have tried it and are teaching each other. Interesting.
Well, the guinea pig had to do all the things, right? So
Of course.
it does make sense. I too did this. So I did this very late, sort of forgetting that I could. But I am very curious how the heck you were supposed to be able to beat Jabba aside from this. It really seems like you weren't. But, you know, what do I know?
Keep it with the box! Oh, that is unfortunate.
That stinks.
They should respawn when he enters again, right? When Navi is so not being helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, Reset has slain the Dongo and is back in fire, so we're seeing 2 different ways to do this. Interesting.
I really agree with this decision. Definitely the required only giving you both of those keys. You don't come back in here, you're sort of ignoring the logic of the seed. And ignoring the logic of a seed in required only is asking to lose.
He got the skip. Nicely done.
Nicely done. Got part 1 of 2. Now this next part is really easy. You just kind of walk onto the right spot. Yeah. Yep. I like that setup. That's kind of cool.
It's the slingshot setup.
I've never actually seen that setup with a side hop and a backflip. I just kind of walk to the corner of the room and then use my slingshot. But now I'm gonna start doing that. That was cool. Oh, and the Shadow Temple is at the back of Jabu.
Do we want to be here though? Skyrius doesn't seem to want to be here.
It makes sense you don't want to be there, because I mean, how the heck did logic expect you to get back there?
Yeah,
Right?
I don't think that's logical. I think that's inaccessible.
Yeah. Good job from Sky from realizing that was probably not the next step.
I love that, Jenny. So out of logic, it's spooky like the Shadow Temple.
It's so true.
Ooh, and we're seeing a Jabu play here.
Yeah, this is really smart. Although, have we?
Nobody's been to Jabu.
Yeah, we haven't seen it.
Reset doesn't even have the letter.
The letter, right? Yeah. Yeah, that dang hammer-locked letter.
I mean, we only need 8 rewards for Ganon's boss key, but we do need all 6 meds for the bridge, so
Right.
we need to beat at least one more boss with the fire medallion.
We do have access to a boss already.
Do we?
We just can't beat it. Yes, we do.
Oh, Baronade 50/50, yeah.
So,
Huh.
not quite sure what the actual answer here is.
So, question is, who finds Boomerang first?
Yeah, where is the boomerang? Where's our banana?
Have we checked anything? Not checked anything in Overworld? We haven't seen Child fishing, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. And we
also haven't seen a scale.
frogs.
Oh, no, Reset did frogs earlier.
Oh. Okay, my apologies. Yes, we have.
Well, hang on. If Jabu is Wolf, it's impossible. True.
Right.
The only option is Baronade. Oh.
Oh.
Is Wolf the only one we've seen? Quinrova, Bongo, Goma, Grongo? Yeah, it's the only Oh, spicy. So we need to find a boomerang somewhere. And our hint to Baronade is only the K-sword, 4 axes. Beautiful. Baronade Casino, anyone? Boomerang Casino?
Boomerang Casino, yeah.
And we're still not locked out of fire.
We can still climb.
Gotta love it when you have required only, and the best thing about it is you could potentially be locked out of fire, and you're just never locked out of fire.
Yeah, and the logic goes, no, keep going. No, you're not done.
Jabu could be GTG, that's true. Could also be Spirit or Water? Water would suck. We could do some in GTG. Spirit, we could also do something. Oh.
Oh no.
Well, didn't I just say that's the worst option ever?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So much for Water Temple. Any water enjoyers in chat? I'm sorry. Well, goodbye,
Yes,
water.
Velvet Jabu is very wet. That sums it up very nicely.
Yeah. Why was Jabu hungry for a fish when it has 100 fish living inside it in the Water Temple?
2 skulls after 2 hours. Reset is not getting skulls.
Which is really interesting because Reset actually likes routing in skulls. Well, I don't know if they like to do it, but Reset's quite good at it when
they
have
don't
to.
like it. They are very good at it though. Which is quite a shame if you ask me.
I agree. I actually like routing in skulls. But maybe that's because I'm a masochist and I've accepted it.
And we're getting a peek at the Rudolph's Letter spot. Are those chews?
It's either chews or bombs. I couldn't quite tell.
Huh. Well, it's not a boomerang, that's for sure.
And what's in here? Hey! Oh,
boomerang!
banana!
That's go mode for Reset.
That's so good. Wow.
Okay then. Progression in Deep Fire, never heard of it.
Yeah, required, only giving you 2 keys in fire.
And
You say,
Reset
"Yes,
is gonna
please,
hate
can I
this
have another?"
because people who know him know that he hates Deep Fire.
Yes, he does. I mean, to be fair, who doesn't hate deep fire? But yeah, this is really, really good. Deep fire trauma.
Yes.
Yeah, this gave me some deep fire trauma, I'll tell you that.
And yes, Jenny, we have to walk. Our closest warp is either Temple of Time or Nocturne. This is just a long way. Use our
It's
save
only
quit.
Baby Link.
I think our save quit is actually slower than any of the ones I've just said.
Yeah, just save quit to Wonderland. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Oh, he's going through Garden City. Is that faster?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. That's interesting. Serenade Owl backwalk is the quickest? Yeah, that's probably what I would have done.
Yeah, that makes sense a little bit.
It's more interesting than walking through field.
True.
Do you want interesting in this in this race though?
I think our viewers do.
Okay, okay.
My ADHD brain does see. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, me too.
Ooh, and we found double magic on fishing. Thank you, Velvet. We were kind of caught up in our debate here.
I love to see that. I love when fishing's required. I mean, it wasn't required, but would have been nice to get early.
Where did we find our first magic?
I'm trying to remember that as well. Ooh, I don't remember. It was quite late, if I recall.
No, it was quite early.
No, it was quite early, which is why I can't
River,
remember.
open grotto. Thank you, Velvet.
Ah, okay.
The man with the spoiler. You have all the answers? Oh.
But do you have all of the questions? Dun, 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 dun. Neros!
And finally, Skyria's found Nerus. That could be me. 2-hour Boulder of Destiny, definitely me.
As Boulder of Destiny gets checked, reset starts Baronade.
Mm-hmm.
Give him some good luck for some sick phase 2 and 3. Oh.
That was
Shouldn't have said anything.
interesting.
This boss is terrible.
Though in a weird way, this was just a scrub seed with 3 pre-completed dungeons. Oh?
Because 3 dungeons we couldn't have access to.
Oh, yeah. I like that. And technically Jabu as well. So actually 4 pre-completed dungeons.
That's hilarious. I love that. Thank you, Velvet. Yeah, but we could do something in there. You're right.
True, yes.
I mean, technically, we could do something in Java. It was disintegrated.
There's Scale and Baronade, lol.
Scale XD. Love that. And now we finally have access to Ganon. Woohoo! And we have our light arrows.
And we get our boss key. If
So
Reset
we
ever
are
stops
absolutely
pushing
humbled.
buttons.
Yep.
Definitely, yes. So reset will be done in about 15 minutes. Where is Sky going? When will he remember to go back to fire?
Oof. That is a great question.
I think
Because let
he's
me
now
tell you, I
full
never
clearing
did.
like every child check that he could think of. and then maybe go to fire? Possibly? Reset has been doing very well with their times, yes.
Yeah, Reset's been kind of killing it, honestly. They've
And
had
he loves the
almost the lowest
different
times on
things.
some of these, at least towards the beginning. And yeah, excuse me, they've been dipping into so many different settings, doing booter and as well, you know, these and S8. Truly gotten their feet wet.
And for those of you who don't know, Reset actually has been like running the randomizer for years, but they only got into speedrunning this game this year. So having all the different settings and stuff actually is a strong point for him.
Yeah, I've been playing this game for so long, on and off, just, you know, turning on my copy of Ocarina of Time, messing around with glitches and stuff, but never got into randomizers until this year as well. So, so I may be a newbie to rando, but I've been messing with this game since I was in diapers. Okay, not that long, but almost 20 years. Actually, 20 years. Yeah. Wow. Kind of crazy. Shoutouts to people still learning a thing about a game 20 plus years after it's been released. Kind of cool. 12% first guy. Woo!
I mean, who doesn't want bow percent?
I mean, true, I guess. But like, do we really ever want to get another bow once you have one? You know?
You're getting thanks in chat for reminding us that we're all old.
Oh no. Oh, speaking of reminding us that we're all old, let me remind us that we also forgot about Happy 2 Hours.
Oops.
So, Happy 2 Hours, everybody. First, I want to thank our runners Skyrius and Reset for being willing to do this last minute, no less. Thank you to our trackers, Jenny Bees and Baseball, for keeping the things on the screen for everyone, and for making sure we haven't forgotten something, which, surprise, we're all human. That happens sometimes. And thank you to Velvet, to our restreamer, for making all of this possible and for creating the idea of Winter Wonderland. And last but not least, thank you, Blue Roses, for joining me on the comms booth.
Thank you for joining me, Seven. It's been a blast.
Yeah, this has been pretty awesome. And Reset starting to kill Dwarf at before 2:30. Kind of insane for these settings. I will not lie to you.
Very well done. And he's only Dorf and Ganon away.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Where is Sky going next? Equipping the din. Oh, Haunted Wasteland is a thing.
Ah. Yeah, Haunted Wasteland is very easy to memory hole. If you don't immediately go do it. And
I
luckily,
mean,
this
he
spawn
did all
kinda
of
reminds you.
this before he had access to magic or didn't.
Right. I was gonna say, luckily this spawn kind of reminds you that it exists because, hey, you're in the valley. Oh yeah, there's a thing over here. So, but it's very easy to not remember when you're anywhere else in the overworld.
And just as we are done with Dorf and entering Ganon,
Oh, I just looked away. Did Reset store the jump slash?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yes, he did.
Okay, good. Wait, speaking of TSG, we never saw TCG, did we, guys?
Yeah, I think you're right. We haven't.
Nobody ever did TCG. We never got to put our guesses in chat. That's sad. So sad.
Weird.
So sad. That's okay. Takes a while. Well,
I mean, who
it
knows?
Sort of goes
Maybe
hand in hand.
Skyrius will still do it.
True. It sort of does go hand in hand with what I was talking about earlier, with both of these players being quite aggressive players. So, talking about skipping child fishing or adult fishing for as long as they could, it also makes sense that they skip TTG.
And very clean phase 1 of Ganon by Reset here. Ooh, and Skyrius is going back to fire. This is a fire play, 100%.
Yeah, it has to be. This is what I was hoping earlier when we said, where are we going? Back to forest? Please? Go to fire? Please? You got
Go
this?
too well to find forest, fire, and Dodongo.
Such a spicy way to get here. I truly loved it, though.
These have been great settings. I'm looking forward to playing more.
Yeah, I am too.
But then I've said this about every Winter Wonderland seed so far, I think, so maybe
It certainly
I'm
helps
just
me
weird.
learn a lot. I didn't feel that way as soon as I completed everything I could and then DNF, but then I found out what I memory hold and learned a lot from it. So now I'm like, you know what? This was worth it, and it was a good time. So
And get your GGs in chat for Reset, who is going to be winning on Restream and taking first place among all the acings.
really well executed by
GGs
Reset.
and well done. He finishes in first place with a time of 2:24.24. Very
Matching minutes and
nice
seconds.
time.
Love that. Nice. Ooh.
Well done.
And it always feels good to get a first place on the restream. That's pretty
Of
sweet.
course, yes.
Well, for a second I thought Sky was about the DNF. Having like looked at Race Room GG, but Winter Wonderland's different than a normal race. You want everybody to be able to complete it.
Yeah.
So congrats to Reset for being able to get first place, no less, in the race.
And Skyrius is on his way to find the boomerang, so...
Right. So this guy's on their way to their go mode. I really hope they don't just, quit
He
here.
doesn't have many checks left.
Right.
So
it's pretty unfortunate that this is what they waited, to check last. But it does make sense. Who wants to go back to deep fire? I mean, come on. Who's deep fire?
yeah, nobody wants that.
Oh, that's weird. How did that bomb hit from the corner? That didn't make any sense. Sky is asking the same question with those shields. Whoa, that didn't work? Wow. Okay.
And welcome in, Reset. GG's on your win.
How did that go? Well, I don't know how that compares to all the other times.
You're first place on the
You're
leaderboard, man.
first
Congratulations.
Let's go! Hi everyone.
Very well
man.
done.
I thought that everything apart from the bottom of the well was going to be run in dungeons, so I decided to go and see if I could defeat the dungeons behind Jabu, behind Zora. Thinking that like Jabu's letter's going to be somewhere. I was like, well, it's a 50-50 if it's going to be a dungeon that I need to beat, and it just wasn't. Which was
Would you like to know where your letter is? Because you skipped it.
Oh, did I? Oh no. 10
It's-
gold.
Goron City, left side maze.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't pick it up because it wasn't useful to me.
Very true.
Yeah, it was a bait.
Would you like to know what's in Jabu?
Go on.
Water
Oh, God.
temple.
Oh, I love the hint of Water Temple being boss key. I was like, no wait, Water Temple small key on
On the river.
river. That was a great hint. That was really useful to me. I'm happy with that run. Not happy that I had to go into forest 4 times. But
Totally
Yeah.
understandable though in these types of settings.
I did think I routed it all right though. I didn't like when I got the hammer. I didn't rush it. I wanted to check the other openings, and like when I saw that they were just other bosses, that was so nice.
Yeah.
The whole reason I jumped King Zora was because I felt that there was a letter out there, and I was worried that I was going to get through Fire Temple and then run into Spirit Temple and then just not be able to do anything. So that was like the big thought process of like going over there. And then when I found Hammer on Open Grotto, I was like, yeah, that makes sense with where all the bombs have been. Also, Goron City and 3 bows, what?
Yeah, what's
Yes.
up with that?
3 bows, a hook shot, a strength,
And I
and
meant-
two
oh.
And
reserve.
Rutos, yeah.
I was 3 frames off of doing pot correctly with the bomb flower.
Ah,
was
yeah.
annoying.
That's
was-
such a hard trick, though.
I was 3 frames off, that was it. I was 3 frames early even. But hey ho. Yeah, where's Sky at? Sorry, I should totally be asking.
Scarius ignored Deep Fire for a while. He found the hammer very, very early and has been pushing progression, but then he ignored Deep Fire, and he's now at Pierdo, trying to practice long shot strats.
Oh, okay. Single hook shot or long shot.
No, long shot strats
Oh, okay.
up to Pierre. I think he's practicing for S8.
That's fair.
He
Yeah, no,
knows you're finished, so time to practice.
I know. I must admit, there was a couple of things I wanted to do today that I did just because, you know, it's a bit more entertaining than just running the seed, as this is still for fun. Like, King Zora was kind of one. What was the other one? Oh, trying to do Bomb Flower because I haven't seen it in a long time. So I was like, oh, let's try and do this. And then I just got it off, and I was just like, okay, whatever.
Very cool.
But yeah, just
a lot of swag in the run, which chat all appreciated.
it's been a little while since I've been able to like just be like, hey, it's not a race. It's not like a race. It's for fun.
It's a
Let's
fun
do
race,
let's do
exactly.
some fun things today.
That's the best way to think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And hold on one second. Thank you for the raid, Burton TTV. Welcome in. We're almost done, but welcome in and thank you for the raid.
Yo, Burton.
Reese
no.
that just won on Restream and won the race.
Welcome in, Burton. Thank you so much for the raid.
I don't think I did anything wrong on it. Having to go and get more bomb chews kind of sucked, but I didn't know where bombs were. But
Yeah, dude.
What
thank
did you
God.
think? Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
anyone?
I was just gonna say, thank God you found more chews when you did, because when you had used your last chew in DC, I was like, oh no, that is the worst feeling, and you just had to save. Like, I'm sure on your mind you were thinking like, oh my freaking gosh, where's my next pack of chews?
Nah.
So thank God you found him when you did.
The mindset was I already knew where hobbits were. I knew where my safe spot was, so it was really easy to get more bomb chews. The only thing that I was trepidatious about was Market being on the way to Bongo Bongo made me think that bomb chew bowling had something, and it did. So I knew I had to find one eventually, but I was like, in the meantime, I can just top this up. I can finish or see what the next dungeon is in Deku, and then I can come back and start doing all this stuff again. It wasn't like a huge burden. But
It was nice that you had the wallet that you could have just like, okay, let me reset, go to the wasteland,
Exactly.
and then I have them. Like, I don't have to think about getting money for it. It's just like, I have $200. Please give me bomb juice.
Yeah, that's
What did
exactly
you
where
think
it
of
is.
the chews you found directly after Amorpha, though?
No, I was tempted to do one of the Deku Nuts annoyances, but at that point I was like, do you know what? I just did Morpher with one hook shot, which I haven't done in ages, so I'm happy
weird
with that
too.
as well. Yeah, I messed him up the first time, but I feel like a lot of my bosses were clean today, so I'm happy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was all really well executed.
Thank you. Yeah, it was very impromptu. I'd literally finished work.
Yes, thank you for jumping
We're
in and for racing.
so
We
thankful
had a
for you.
lot of fun.
Yes.
Oh,
We're so
man.
thankful that you decided to do this because there was a possibility that restream didn't happen. So we're really thankful that you decided to stick it out.
Yeah, it's all good. I went on to it was either that or I'll just be playing Balatro because I wasn't going to be streaming today. So it was good. It was good.
Nice.
And I look forward to more of what Velvet's got to offer. And like, I do recommend people playing these. Like, they're ridiculously good. Velvet puts a lot of time in, and also he makes all these trackers that are ridiculously useful. Like this
And
one.
we have 2 more seeds coming. One is going to be released on Friday with the restream happening on Saturday, and the next one's going to be, or the last one is going to be released next Tuesday with restream happening next Wednesday. So be here for that.
Last one. So sad to hear it as the last one.
Yep, and then Winter Wonderland will once again be over.
And the next 2 are the hardest 2. So we also want that.
Exactly. And if we thought this was difficult, the next 2 are going to be even spicier. And
I
if you
mean,
guys
the
have
difficulty
heard-
has been improving and slowly ramping up, so it's
You
bound
guys
to be
have heard
spicy.
what was the 8th Winter Wonderland from last year? All I can say is, if there's a checkbox, consider it checked. That's all I'll leave you with.
And yes, this seed was very nice with the amount of dungeons it locked. Everything was just locked.
Yeah, like it was just kind of. Oh, he's getting the boomerang now.
Would you
I-
guys like to know what
Sure.
happens if you decided to keep going in Jabu?
Go on.
Because I was curious. If you go all the way through Jabu to find to find the Shadow Temple, and you decided, well, I out of logic went through the Shadow Temple, or went through Jabu to get to the Shadow Temple. What's the Shadow Temple? Well, the entirety of the Shadow Temple was completable.
Really?
Except for the boss.
Except for the boss. You could go all the way to the boat, take the boat, and then do the manager and the other check down there, but you did not have enough keys in order to walk into the dungeon. You had the boss key, but you were missing 1 key to open that door to go kill Bongo.
Well, no, because Wolf is actually behind there and has a key. A small key.
Right. I mean, this is the fun
evil.
part of not pre-completed. What's the word I'm looking for? When you can only do up to a certain amount in dungeons.
Required, yeah.
Yeah,
Required only.
that's fun as well. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
really
didn't
Velvet
enjoy
is
this
looking at the
before.
spoiler log and telling us that water leads to spirit, which leads to GTG, if you were wondering. So all of that was completely inaccessible.
I'm very happy with how I played today. Like, yes, there was a couple of mistakes, and yes, I had to jump out of dungeons I didn't really want to. But I'm happy with that, especially since it was straight. Like, it was like minutes after I finished work and downloading trackers and stuff.
You did amazing. Well
Really
deserved
did.
first place.
Thank you so much.
Not only were you slightly rushed, you got first place on the leaderboard for it. So, like, hey, that's pretty freaking sweet.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'd say that's a W.
All right, I'm gonna go and get food, guys, because I have not eaten.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you
worries.
for coming in for an interview, and thank you for playing.
Thanks, everyone.
GG reset. Later,
Take
brother.
care. Bye.
Well, I think that because Spirit is already so far locked, Spirit being logically key locked, we really don't care about.
I mean,
And while we were chatting with Reset, Skyry's found his bow and is on the way to kill Baronade, so he is in go mode as well.
Luckily we have our boom. We can just show up, kill the jellyfish, and then be done. Almost done.
Yes, almost.
We gotta kill
We need to
Ganon too,
kill
but-
Ganon. Yes.
Oh, and thank you so much, Reset Button Matcher, to the gift sub to Burton TTV. Seriously, thank you. You did not have to do that, Reset. Wait, you're the one who won. Wait, why are you giving us money? Wait, stop that. Wait, stop that. Seriously, thank you so much.
Reset is just an amazing guy. Thank you for the gift sub.
Ooh, clean. Phase 1 and 2.
Beautiful Baronade.
Oh, almost perfectly executed Baronade, but that boomerang
cursed
failed us from the beginning of Phase 3. Yeah, I spoke. I'm sorry, guys. I talked. Still, really well executed. Boink.
That was the wrong button.
It's okay, we found the right button in the end. We get our
That's
scale,
interesting,
yay!
And Skyrus is also picking it up. Interesting.
I mean, you might as well. It is kind of right there. You don't really want to pick it up, but especially, I mean, not in go mode, but
True.
like you don't really care about it.
But the scale is a beautiful item, so
I do kind of just love picking it up for round. It's like Minuet. It's like one of my favorite things to get, like relatively early in the seed, because I can just go so many places with it.
yeah, but sometimes that's just not possible.
Yeah, sometimes you get your scale as the last possible item after your go mode, so you know, and that's just rip you.
Yeah.
Or sometimes your Minuet's on OOT and Jabu's a stone dungeon. You know, like
Yeah,
sometimes
everything can happen.
sometimes you're just unlucky. That's the beauty of Rando, though.
And yes, Shell, he did work for that scale 100%.
He absolutely did. Phase 1 and 2 was very clean.
And Minuet is on OOT, was just released, so it was impossible for us to get Minuet in this seed.
Yeah, I didn't mean to spoil that, but I mean we're walking into Ganon's castle and we're never going to see Minuet, so you know, just figured I'd bring up some of the beautiful irony.
And Sky is taking a short break. Nope, work off again.
Taking a short break, taking a bite of like a chocolate bar before they venture into the rest of IGC. Wait, what the Hyrule Field music for Ganon's Tower?
That is a very
Beautiful,
calm
like,
music for
feel-good
Tower.
Song. Yeah, the beautiful feel-good song that you're supposed to hear for the first time when you leave the forest in your vanilla playthrough. That you're supposed to feel good about. Ah, yes, I can go wherever I want now. Yes, sandboxy game mode. Nope, just here in the tower.
And you just gotta love the BGS for all these fights. Makes it
Yeah,
so much
absolutely.
easier.
It's so nice. The big goofy sword is very much appreciated. I mean, it is goofy. You can't shield with it in your hands. I mean, I love this sword, but don't get me wrong. I wish it was a little bit better.
For you, it was early reset. Skyrios went back to bottom of the well quite late, actually. Well, I mean, quite late is a little bit of an overstatement or understatement, whatever. But it was like an hour, 1.5 hours, because he stayed adult for over an hour before he first went child. And now we get to see the second door fight.
Arius gets to equip one of their 4 bottles. It's kind of funny to think about when you have every bottle.
I mean, not
And a
all
seed.
of them are actually empty, though.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's hope that Sky does not equip the Ruto's letter. Just kidding, the Ruto's letter was already turned in, but we knew that.
He did check Jabu for us, yes.
Yes, that was kind of important.
But that second big Poe, we still can't get rid of. I mean, technically we could have turned in the second big Poe.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Who needs a bottle? Oh, no. That's what Ganon thought about not using a bottle.
Yep.
How
I've
dare you
never
equip the bottle and
seen-
then not use it?
I've never seen this fight with a sword that close to him, actually.
Neither have I kind of forget that you can play tennis with Ganondorf.
Oh yeah, you can.
I
Spin
just
to
am so
win,
used to
okay.
seeing bottle strats. Yeah, I either see a spin or a bottle. I forget about like vanilla just slash to hit the thing back. One cycle? Oh, one hit away. That's
Ah,
unfortunate.
Thatch. Almost, but not quite.
Oh, nice reaction.
Nope, Dwarf doesn't like us today.
Want to target just in case he doesn't get it. Ganon, please. Not in front of all of these beautiful people watching. Ganon's being quite rude. He's about to ground pound. Yep.
Yeah. Ganon isn't being nice to us today. Mildly inconvenient? Yeah, I'd say so.
Mildly's a bit of an understatement. Oh no. Okay, good. They took off the hover boots. If Sky didn't take off the hover boots there, he would have got pushed off again. Ganondorf, please. Okay, there. Perfect. You can shoot that.
It's a Super Smash. I mean...
Yeah, 10 stock match between Link and Ganondorf. No items, final destination. Got out some of my Super Smash Bros. Lovers in chat. Oh my gosh. Link's house Ganon fight?
I mean, it's kind of a connecting of the beginning and the end. It's very fitting.
Full circle moment with the Link's house.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, just a reminder of the worst check in the game as you're killing Ganondorf. Cowan House.
Right. Ooh, and
we
we're
have
doing
nut
nest
strats.
strats. Okay.
Love it.
Spicy.
Even though we stored a slash into the fight, but
Well, he doesn't have enough nuts, I believe.
no, we need 10. And we had 7. It does make this fight free, though. You don't have to, like, aim or do anything. Roll in the nut.
I actually find nut strats more difficult than hammer strats.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, like, to me, it's like the hammer's like extra steps, right? Because you have to roll, and then you have to, like, aim the hammer to hit him. But then with the nut, you just kind of roll under, throw it, and then, like, that's as far as you have to think about it.
Yeah, you can actually miss the tail with a nut, though.
Oh.
And I've done that before, several times, actually.
Well, that's annoying. You would think it'd be impossible considering how big the hitbox is of a Digimon.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
Cat jam, yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's bopping to this Link's house, guys.
Skyris is being bullied.
Skyris
And
is
there we got it. Skyris
Skyris is
almost
prolonging.
done, so get your GGs into chat.
Yeah, they were just letting us hear the music a little bit, man. That's all.
Of course, yes.
It was just for us. Sharpened our pig slicer. GG Skyris.
Skyris finishes in second place with a time of 2:47.36. Well done, GG.
Nicely done, Sky. And I believe that's second place.
I do believe it is, yes.
Yeah, I think it is.
It is, right. Second place.
That's pretty awesome for both of our racers today. Reset to finish first and Sky to finish second. That's pretty. I mean, that has happened quite a few times with some of the Winter Wonderland restreams, but kind of cool to see still. And welcome
You
in,
have
Sky.
amazing runners.
GGs.
GG, Sky.
Hello. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm having way too much fun playing Mooker, as always.
Yeah, you kind of had a difficult dwarf phase there.
Well, you said you were enjoying OoTR too much, but did you enjoy walking in to that Jabu as an adult?
Yeah. It was,
Your
I was
hammer
curious to
swings
see-
said otherwise.
Yeah, that's the first time. Second time, I just wanted to know what's behind Jam.
I did the same thing, except I full completed Shadow, only to get to the very end and then not have my last key to enter the boss. But
Okay,
you have
nice.
the boss key, you just don't have the last key to go to the boss door.
Okay,
It's
thanks for
quite
telling me.
evil.
Now I don't have to play the game.
Yeah, that's
And
okay.
actually, behind Bongo's boss door is Wolf
Wolf.
waiting for you with a small key for
Yeah.
Shadow Temple.
Yeah.
So rude. Yeah, Volv is just
Cool. So, okay. So
Dangling the
Spirit
key
is
in front of us.
actually. So the Spirit is actually behind water. Aw.
Yes, it's water into spirit into GGG, but spirit is also logically key locked, not just
Yeah,
key
of
locked
course.
and child locked, but logically key locked as well in itself.
Okay.
disgusting.
I just wanted to know what's behind. I mean, I knew I had to do Baronate because it's in the path. I assumed I had to do it. But
Mhm.
yeah. Curiosity won.
Makes sense.
Wait, how did
I
you
can
not
totally
defeat-
understand that because after I played the seed yesterday, I went into Jabu and checked all of that and gate clipped to find out who the boss is.
I see.
But how do you feel about the settings?
It's good. I like it. I was hoping for a bit more. I don't know. I wanted to be a bit more cursed.
A little bit
Uh,
more convoluted with like 5 and 6 path.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
5
what
times
that's
in a
what
row.
in everyone's mind, right? When you first open this seed, is like, oh god, how long is the dungeon really gonna take? so this was pretty
Oh, yeah.
tame in comparison to what it could have been.
Oh yeah, it was. But hey, it's fun.
Yeah, it was very fun.
We loved your very extended adult section in the beginning. And
Oh,
yes, you
man.
did have
It was like-
hammer like 2 hours earlier than Reset did.
Reset, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, cool, nice ball. Let's go into deco. Ah, okay. Let's cross the wasteland. Ah, okay. I got shoes. Let's go back. Let's do lake. Hints into southern field. Oh, look, a hammer. Oh, look, lights.
Yeah,
Nice.
right. You just keep
Let's go.
finding everything. And it was really
Um,
funny too because we were talking about like you had like every item at that point almost that you needed, like besides like maybe Ruto's letter. But you didn't have Din's, which was your prelude check. So it was just really funny that like that's just really an unlucky, it's just kind of a rip scenario. But your routing was so good that you got to get all of these items and keep going, but you didn't have the access to check Shadow until you were about to go back Child, and then you got your Din's and you're like, oh, I can finally check what's in here now. It's just kind of funny that it played out like that.
I knew Braid was something. I was like, yeah, okay, it's 1 hour. I could think about going Child again. Oh, Dins, yeah, okay, might as well check Shadow now and go Child afterwards.
Yeah, it was just funny that you had everything you needed except that, and you go to Child and you're like, oh wait, but first, hold on.
Go out, reset.
Oh goodness.
It's a cool scene.
I also liked your I believe it was your choice to before you checked what was inside the water temple entrance, you saved in forest.
Yeah.
Just in case, like, oh, I get logically locked out of here. It ended up being Bongo, so you just killed Bongo instead.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a really smart decision to do that. Well, I feel like a lot of players wouldn't have even thought to do that.
Yeah, I was thinking about going Waterfall. No, I thought I just wanted to check forest as a adult. Halfway through the grave, I was like, yeah, we could actually check the water entrance because irons are past the Bongo Bongo, so that's probably something inside. Do I play Serenade now? No, let's go into the well and save.
Yeah, it was really smart.
Yeah.
It was really, really smart.
Did Reset get the last hint?
Say again?
Did Reset get the last path?
So I have the
We
last
have
path that we...
Lost Woods
Okay,
to
we did.
Baronade, Mark to Bongo, Goron City to King Dodongo, and Dodongo's Cavern to Twin Rover. Sky?
Second, my roommate just came in.
That's okay.
He's doing some chicken in the oven and was asking me about tips.
Next stream will be cooking with Sky.
Goron City Path. Cool. Dodongo. Okay. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's the hookshot as path item in
Yeah.
Goron City.
Where was the second strength again? Wait, no,
There
it's
was
strength.
one on
was
King
in forest.
It's
on
strength.
Darunia and one in GV Hammer Chest.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's either hookshot for 1 key or it's strength, because the second strength I got is strength locked. And I don't think I have
forest,
that
yeah.
many logical checks left. But yeah, it could be either of those.
The strengths
key?
aren't strength locked though.
The one strength is in Forest Temple because it was past the block room.
There is no strength in Forest.
Where did I
There's
get my
one on
strength from?
Darunia and one in GV Hammer Chest.
Oh yeah, Darunia. Whoopsie.
Both are completely accessible.
And
There
see,
is a
yeah,
third strength
yeah,
in Shadow
yeah.
Temple, but that's completely inaccessible, so...
No. I mean, I was rushing Ice Entrance because there was this short conversation in the Wonderland 6 channel where I think it was Navel saying like, yeah, do you rush Ice Entrance in these settings? I was like, yes, if I have ZL. Ing was like, yes, if I have Havas, so I had to do it.
yeah, I feel like everybody wants to rush ice.
Yeah. I mean, Root said that was accessible fairly early.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
100%.
but still, it was fun.
Yeah, but very well done.
Nah, I was cutting too much. I was having too much fun. I didn't focus at some point.
Yeah, your fire temple Pierre, we all appreciate it on Restream.
I don't know. It worked twice in a row with this sort of stuff. So
It's a hard
I don't know why it didn't
trick.
work.
It's a hard trick. I mean, I learned the setup for it, but it's just the actual aiming part that's the worst part about that trick. But hey, I learned the setup from watching you do it, so thank you.
I don't know if that's the correct setup.
Oh well. Okay, never mind. I take it back.
No, we will see.
Do you have any
So,
questions for us?
did you have fun?
Yes.
We had a
Cool.
blast commentating it. Yes.
Cool.
Did
I
you
hope
have fun?
so.
Sounds like you had a blast too.
Oh, always. Winter Wonderland is a blast. I can't wait for. Wait, this was number 6.
You said you can't wait,
This
but
is
then you told
6.
us to wait.
Yeah, I can't wait for the last 2. Look forward to
Yeah.
your Me Too
Yeah, me
reset.
too. Me too.
Saturday and next Wednesday, and then Winter Wonderland will be over.
No.
And Winter Wonderland 7 comes out on 7's birthday, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, let's
very-
go.
Very excited about that. Thank you, Velvet.
I won't be able to make it to Winter Wonderland number 8. Ah, nice. Okay.
All right. Then we'll give a last shout out to our runners, Skyrace and Reset Button Masher. Give them a follow because they're awesome, and thank you for allowing us to restream you.
Sure.
Thank you to our trackers, Jenny Bees and Baseball, who have done an amazing job keeping all of us up to date on where everything is and what our runners found. Thank you to our restreamer Velvet, who just put this all together and takes care of us during the restream. And thank you to my co-commentators, Seven. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you, Blue Roses, for doing this. The best volunteer in the Scrubs community. Wouldn't be able to do half of this stuff without you. And thank you, Velvet, again, for setting this all up. This has been such an awesome learning experience as a viewer and as a router, not a router, but a player, a router too. I've learned a lot of things about routing in this, but yeah, thank you to everyone that's been involved in this. This has been a blast.
Yeah, and like I
thank you,
said,
chat, for being here.
yes.
Sure.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for the raid, Burton. Like I said, Scrub Central will be back with restreams on Saturday, the January 25th. This will be 5 p.m. Eastern or 10 p.m. UTC. And the last Winter Wonderland will be on January 29th, 6:59 Eastern or 11:59 UTC. So I hope you can all be here for that. And we will be raiding into TVA Sarge, who are probably doing some kind of Uder.
Definitely
All
go
right.
check them out. Give them a follow. Tell them hello. Good luck. Thank you so
give
much
them
all
some
for
love.
being here. Like I said, we wouldn't be doing this without you, chat. You guys are awesome. So thank you for joining.
Have a happy time zone.
See you, everybody.
Bye bye.